nights to a Saigon sky, chasing stars in every swoon and stay. Reggie's rode the Accor way, woke up in a new bed every night. Diamond dreams and that upgrade life, hottest smiles and chicken wings too. A journey the world never knew. You better know. Passport stamped with every mile, living free, living loud. Reggie style, every check in a brand new page. One man, one mission on the global stage. 365 nights, 365 nights, chasing the sun. Every hotel, another story begun. From Pullman views to Sofitel Grace, be baffled hard in every place. Diamond shining, never done. All for the love, not just the fun. This ain't just travel, it's legacy. Reggie's journey for the world to see. Filming smiles, lifting dreams, making legends with loyalty schemes. A voice for the guest, the unheard too. Changing the game with every view. Room to room, heart to heart, leaving love in every part. From lobby lounges to sunset bars, he turns hotels into rising stars. Rising stars. He's more than a guest, he's a vibe, a rebel with upgrades on the rise. Limitless living, loyalty true. Reggie's got a story for you. 365 nights, 365 nights, chasing the sun. From Kosi Chang to Hong Kong run. Every welcome, every key, built the BeBaffled legacy. For the ones who dream, who dare. Reggie proved it's all out there. Not just hotels, it's destiny. A year of nights, a lifetime free. So here's to the nights, the stars, the flight. Reggie's name shining in that diamond light. One man, 1 year, one fearless call. Be baffled forever, inspiring all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode. Welcome to BeBaffled Travel, and thanks for joining me today. We've got a few people on the chat as well, which is great to see. Sahil, who is asking about spamming because I'm late. Not even 1 minute, mate. We were on layer. And Durian, enjoy your shopping at Aldi. Hopefully it's going well. Good to see everybody. And we've also got Michael, who's at the Mercure as well. And he's currently streaming on what I believe to be a smart TV, not a dumb one. And I'm just waiting for Andre to pop in. He was here a minute ago and then completely disappeared. So hopefully he won't be too long and we'll have him on the stream as well. Put in the comments where you guys are tuned in from as well. That would be great to see. And yeah, today is a bit of a celebration about the entire 365 nights. This is, of course, the first time going live since the finish of my journey. It's been about, nearly 2 weeks, I think, since a week and a half since I've actually finished this journey. And yeah, but I think Andre is with us now. Hello, sir.
Good day, mate. How are we?
How are you? Welcome.
Good. Sorry for a bit of confusion, but I'm here.
You're here. Welcome. Sahil's listening in from Bangalore. Nice to see you, mate. Welcome to the stream. And I'll hopefully be getting to India very soon to showcase some of the properties there. Denworth's definitely a dumb TV. Phone will have to do. Oh, and Tobias also on from Norway. Good to see you guys on the stream as well. Very, very cool. And, mate, where are you today? You're in beautiful Bangkok. Well, it looks pretty not beautiful outside your window.
Well, I'm at the Shangri-La Hotel actually right now
Oh, Shangri-La.
with a
And not
nice
for
view on the Chao Phraya River. It's amazing actually.
so you're coming from the Shangri-La on a Accor live stream.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm being honest here. I'm just telling you my location, but yeah, I'm at the Shangri-La doing the Accor promotion podcast.
Very cool. And I, guys, am at my condo, which is crazy, right? I can't believe I'm saying that I'm not at an Accor hotel right now, and neither are you.
It's
So we're on the same page.
Exactly.
So cool, yeah. So yeah, I'm not in an Accor hotel anymore. This is actually like the first kind of week and a half that I haven't been in the hotel. It's been very, very strange. Coming back to like a normal life, a bit more like your life, Andre. But you also kind of live in a hotel.
Yeah. I live in a hotel not too far from here. I won't mention the location, but yeah, I do live in hotels as well. And that's why I think we connect on a lot of subjects about hotels, different brandings, experiences, and loyalty programs. So yeah,
For sure.
So I think that's a big point. Because we have the experience of different brands, of different category of hotels, and how hospitality in general functions around the world, basically. Yeah.
We have a few people tuned in from all over the globe. We've got Raja here, who's from India, saying what a great journey of the 365 nights in Accor hotels. We've got Tobias, who is in Norway, and I actually met him in Bali, which is really cool. So big shout out to you, mate, in Norway. He's saying it feels weird to see me coming from a non-Accor hotel. Very strange indeed. So, mate, this is a bit of a celebration. Of course, you did join me and many other members for the 365 night celebration, which was held, 2 weeks ago? I can't even remember what it was. It was a Tuesday, so maybe a week and a half ago.
Yeah, the 26th. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So 2.5 weeks ago, we were together at the Novotel Bangkok Sukhumvit 20. Which is now being led by Mr. David Coyle, previously from the Grand Mercure Da Nang, that you guys probably on the stream know much about because we've done many videos there. What did you think of the event? What was your kind of take on everything? And also, what do you think of the Novotel?
I remember you asked me that same question that night. So obviously, I've been to several Novotels around, even Europe, actually, and in the Middle East and in Asia. And that was, quote me on this, please, that was probably the best Novotel I've seen.
It's good.
For various reasons, right? I mean, they have an amazing rooftop, despite the fact we were slightly unlucky with the Mother Nature. But yeah, I mean, the location is good. For some people who know Bangkok, I think Soi 20, correct? That's it's amazing. It's the perfect location. And on that Soi, I've noticed that it's not too loud. There's not too much traffic compared to just the next Soi, 22. So yeah, it's the perfect location. There's a few restaurants in the building as well at the hotel. They have a free shuttle to the BTS station, correct? And that's a big plus for obviously that very busy area, especially if you have luggage, if it's raining, obviously in Bangkok during the rainy season. So I would say the hotel ticks a lot of boxes. It's not, it's not the Sofitel, but for Novotel in that location, I was pretty pleasantly surprised, I would say, about the whole experience there. I spent a few hours there with a lot of people, everything. The food in the lounge was something to remember, and also the food in the on the rooftop. That was, I don't know if we're allowed to rate things here, but on the high scale, on the high scale of the 9.2 out of 10. So I would say if anybody would like to visit that hotel, and I think the price range is very it's very affordable for that sort of 4-star-ish hotel in that area of Bangkok. So yeah, so well done to whoever is in charge at the moment at the Sofitel Sukhumvit 20. Yeah, so I don't know what's your take
Novotel
on...
Sukhumvit 20.
Wait, what did I say?
You said Sofitel.
Oh, sorry. Novotel
Andre does love a
Sukhumvit 20.
Sofitel.
Yeah.
I never actually stayed in the Sofitel Sukhumvit. What do you've stayed there before? Have you been there?
No, I've passed many times. You know, I know it's almost a shame to say that, but I've never set foot in that building. But I heard a lot of people that they like it. There's a nice rooftop restaurant as well, from what I've seen on Google Maps and on the website as well. Yeah, I mean that could be a story we could write, or a new challenge for both go to that Sofitel and then do another podcast about what's the Sofitel in Bangkok, because that is the top high-end Accor property in, say, the Sofitel. And but you have been to the M Gallery, which I personally like very much, the brand M Gallery of Accor. Yeah. So you have visited means life. Which is very interesting, because all the M galleries around will have a special story, a unique story, I would say, about the whole. For any property, they have their own story, but in terms of the M gallery portfolio, it's quite interesting. So what did you think about the V Hotel in Bangkok?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. It was a great stay. They actually have, for such as, like, it's not a very big hotel, right? I think there's like 200 odd rooms, maybe 250, 270 rooms, something like that. They actually had quite a lot of F&B outlets, right? So they had like a Japanese restaurant, which was absolutely crazy, because they have like a 14-course meal. I think it's even a 21-course menu, tasting
21.
menu. It's like that. Is it Emosaki or something? It's like a tasting menu where you get they have that there, right? And the team was telling me, like, it's been there ever since the hotel opened, right? And it's mainly because the owner loves Japanese food, so he's like, I want my own Japanese restaurant, and that's why it started. So it wasn't even any, business thing. It was just he wanted a really nice Japanese restaurant. So they import all the sushi directly from Japan every single, few times. I think I said 3 or 4 times a week it comes in. So it's completely fresh. It's beautiful. An amazing atmosphere place. You guys can watch that in the video as well. They've not only that, they have the the piano bar, which is really cool. And this is actually tags on as their executive lounge offering, so they call piano club privilege. So any suite rooms piano with your club. Platinum, diamond, piano club. So it's and some people told me they didn't like the fact that it was in the piano bar, but I actually loved it. They actually do it earlier on, so you're not in kind of all the rush, of the evening, for dinner. They do it from 3 until 6, so 3 hours of evening cocktails and canapes, which is pretty crazy.
3 hours. So we're not talking about
hours.
The standard. What's the standard normally? About 2?
Normally, I think a lot of properties are now around 1.5 hours. From what I'm seeing, 1.5, maybe 2 if you're lucky. These guys go 3 hours, which is definitely the longest in Bangkok. That I understand. That I don't know what the Sofitel is, and I would say it would be at least 2 hours. Maybe it is 3, but it is 3 hours at V Hotel, which is a beautiful property, also available for Accor Preferred. So you can get third night free there, 100 US property credits, free breakfast, upgrades, late check-in, early check-out. Early check-in, late check-out, I should say, all those benefits. And not only do they have, like I said, so piano club with a really cool spread for evening cocktails and canapes, 3 until 6 every day. Really cool list for the drinks as well. But then they also have really huge rooms. So the rooms are massive. Even the base room category is 40 odd square meters. The room I got upgraded to was a one bedroom suite, which is beautiful. And that's a normal diamond upgrade or platinum upgrade that they would do at the hotel. It's beautiful, really nice. And then they've got, not only do they have big rooms, piano club privilege, so you got the lounge kind of there, an amazing Japanese restaurant. They also have something called Signature Bangkok. Have you heard of Signature Bangkok before?
Signature Bangkok. Let me use our good friend, Mr. Google. Signature Bangkok.
Signature Bangkok. And when you look that up, you're going to see what this Signature Bangkok is.
Okay.
And it's actually something quite incredible. When you Google that, you'll be able to see kind of what it is. And I actually did a video dedicated to Signature Bangkok. It's their, essentially, you'd understand, it's their signature restaurant at the property, right? And it is, did you find it?
Yeah.
It is their 1 Michelin star restaurant. So that is so cool.
And I assume that you had that experience yourself, the Signature Bangkok.
Yeah. And there's a video out on it as well, so people can actually see the Signature Bangkok. And amazing, it's not like, I mean, I've never been. Have you ever been to a dinner? You might have. You've been all over the world. But have you ever been to a dinner where it started at 7 and you didn't leave there till like 10:30, but you're eating the whole time?
I have done something like that.
It was like 3.5 hours.
But your mind tells you it's all about the experience, but not the quantity of food.
And it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Like there was like so many, I think it was 8 or 9 courses, something like that, but they had surprises in there as well. And they had like a pre-course, which wasn't on the menu. And they had, the chef surprise. They had the most incredible butter. I've never tasted butter like this in my life. And I asked for more. And they said, oh no, you only get 1 lot because of how expensive it is. So you can imagine how good this butter is. It's from this very small French town in France. But yeah, the butter, amazing, guys. You should just go to Signature Bangkok
just for the butter. Okay.
But there's so much more. It's so cool. So not only does the V Hotel have really cool in regards to for that. For the lounge, for the Japanese restaurant, for the piano club, the piano bar. Also, they have the Signature Bangkok, which is a 1 Michelin star restaurant. And what they told me is they're going for the 2nd Michelin star as well. So because the Michelin stars, from what I was told, is there's either 1, 2, or 3. There's only like 3 levels, and 1 being obviously the first one, and then you go for 2, and then you go 3. But this actual chef Cherry, he is actually, so it's a French restaurant, guys, so you know. Chef Cherry is actually a former 2-star Michelin star chef. So they're very lucky to have him, and it's really cool. It's just like a show. You can even they got like an open kitchen where you can go and walk around and see them all preparing the food. And Andre, mate, I've never seen a restaurant where like the kitchen was quiet. Like no one's really talking. They're all softly spoken. No one's yelling. It's just such a beautiful environment. They only have maybe 15 tables, 10 to 15 tables. They only take a maximum of 20 people per night. So very cool exclusive experience. If you guys get a chance to enjoy it, you can go there. Accor Plus members do get a discount at the V Signature Bangkok as well. And yeah, they do a thing called Lee Bistronomy as well, which is like their all-day dining kind of menu as well, which is, packed with so many things. But yeah, cool, really cool hotel. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the big room. I found the room to be a little bit dull. The lighting wasn't amazing in the room. I don't know if these like, a lot of hotels are going for that moody feel, yeah? But I found, if you want to work and you want like this kind of spotlight like I've got now, it's a little bit dull in the rooms. But I mean, that's the only thing I could say was anything that turned me off. Everything else was incredible. It's an amazing property. Highly recommend the V Hotel, especially for the lounge offering. I thought it was great value for money. So highly recommend giving that a go. But we'll have to compare it to Sofitel Sukhumvit. We haven't been to Sofitel Sukhumvit. We got a few comments here as well.
Next mission.
It is our next mission. Tobias has said your V Hotel video of the Signature Bangkok was really solid. Looks really good. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that as well. So we got a few comments there as well coming through. Diego, we did enjoy a lot of company at the 365 event, mate. And this is someone that you definitely know that you met up with as well from Brazil, I believe.
Yeah.
He's in Pattaya. Big shout out to you, mate. Thanks for tuning in.
Shout out to
thanks
Diego.
For coming to the event.
Yeah.
The crazy part is this guy, right? This guy found me maybe, I think 2 or 3 weeks before the event. And he's messaged me, saying, I love your videos, Cam. Had some questions for me. He's like, I want to do what you're doing. I want to live in hotels, which he's now doing, which is super cool. And then, I pretty much, I think 2 or 3 messages, I said, hey, mate, we're having a party. Do you want to come? So brand new subscriber came, brought a friend as well. Super cool. We had a great time. Everyone that came, it was just an amazing event. Really, really cool, guys. Really cool. Wish everybody was there. Very cool. What else we got here?
So if I may ask you, why did you pick that specific location at the Novotel, sorry, not Sofitel, Sukhumvit 20? Is there a particular reason? Because did you visit that property before or not?
No, first time.
Just
first
on
time.
the list and okay.
So as in why
arranged.
The actual hotel, or are you talking about like the Sky Bar itself?
The actual property, the hotel.
Yeah. No, the main reason was because obviously there was a lot of properties that wanted me to do the event at the 365, right? But the main reason was because David moved there. So David from the Grand Mercure in Da Nang, he had just started there 2 or 3 weeks before. I think he started around the 4th of August. Our event was on the 26th of August. So, I hadn't been to this property yet. So I kind of said to him a few months ago, I said, well, why don't we just do the event at your property? It can be night one. It can be the final night. It can be the 100th property we visit. And it's kind of been scheduled in for a while for that property to be the one. I'd never been there. I'd never met any of the team members until I walked in on the Sunday before the event. I stayed a few nights there, which is really cool. The team is absolutely amazing. I've seen comments about this property, but to be honest, Dave is going to turn everything around. It's going to be an amazing property. It already is an amazing property with the team. The team is incredible. Everything's only going to get better at that property. Like the front office manager, so cool. You can actually see me singing with him in the main video from the party, which is so cool. The hotel manager also lovely. The entire team is amazing at the Novotel Sukhumvit 20. I think you'd agree as well. You met so many of those people as well. Yeah.
I mean,
so cool.
Everything was flowing very. It was almost perfect. Nothing is perfect all the way up there, but that was very
the weather,
sleek.
the damn weather. But yeah, so we got some announcements for that as well. Novotel Sukhumvit 20 in Bangkok now. It's not a property that many people have on their radar, but it was actually really busy. The occupancy was high, like 97, 98%, and not because of me, not because of the event. Obviously, there was people staying there because of the event, but they're all round quite a busy property. The rate's not the lowest rate in Bangkok. We know we can get better value for money in Bangkok. But yeah, the actual rate is quite, higher than, say, a lot of other properties, but it comes down to location. They do have that shuttle that goes directly to, Terminal 21, the BTS, and all that side of things there. Also to M-Sphere, which is really cool as well. So yeah, I think it was a great property to do the event at. One, because I hadn't ever been there before. I had an amazing time with the entire team. I'm going to be going back there. You guys will see more videos on that. For example, they just recently relaunched the lounge, the Sky Lounge. So essentially the executive lounge is being improved. David has made that his first mission to make it even better. And I believe, don't quote me, but I believe that the time has changed as well. It is longer now. But I'll find all that out, when that video releases in a week or two. I'll be going there this week to showcase the incredible lounge, which you should come with me as well, so we can show people.
Yeah, we'll try to arrange that.
Yeah.
And on what you just mentioned about the someone, let's say general manager of a hotel, is able to change things like they would like to. That's an amazing, let's call it power. It's an amazing power. So basically, David could have used all the feedback is accumulated or gathered, and then we'll make that one of the best Novotel in downtown Bangkok. That's amazing.
So cool, man. And what I love about it, he's told me, he's gone, hey, what I actually did, he actually took, because everyone loves the lounge at the Grand Mercure in Da Nang. Like, everyone loves it. They rave about it. Yeah. So what he did is he went to his chef and he said, hey, he gave his chef the menu from what he's got at Grand Mercure Da Nang. He says, here's the menu. I'm not going to give you anything else. Here's the menu. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but this is what we do. This is what we did in Da Nang. And then, I mean, you saw the spread we got for my event that night, right? In the lounge.
Yeah, but it was that and the quality of it. That was
how amazing was it?
It was, like I said, 9.3, I said before.
9.3, you say?
The options, the quality, the taste, everything was, I had I'm not a big fan of desserts, but I had one of those brownies. They were amazing. Just mini pieces, but like mini, like canapé size. But it was, wow. And especially, what else did I have? I think a lot of people enjoyed the shrimp or the prawns in that sort of Thai style sauce. That was very good. And again, when we say the terminology, I think they're using now is canapés, right? But that was a bit more than canapés, because canapés would be like those mini bread with some toppings on it. But I was very impressed, to be honest. So yeah. And then where else have you been in Bangkok? Have you visited how many properties actually in Bangkok? Have you got a list of them that you've had the chance to visit?
Oh, list. Okay, we'd have to think about it, wouldn't we, to see where I'd been?
Yeah.
Okay, let's run through them, guys. So, well, firstly, let's do some comments, because many people are commenting. We've got lots of people viewing in from everywhere. We're streaming on Facebook. We're streaming on Facebook again. We're streaming on LinkedIn, YouTube, of course, Instagram. You're streaming on your Facebook, also your YouTube as well. So many places people are viewing in from. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, guys, I want you to put them in the chat. We will get to them. We're going to answer all your questions. Not going, at least I'm not going until all the questions are answered. Andre might have to leave, but I won't be. So we go through stuff. We got to go through. He has a wife. I don't. So
I have a life.
We have a wife and a life. So Raj has asked how many Accor points revenue use. I'm going to do another video on this, mate, in the future, which in regards to all that side of things, definitely to showcase all that side of things. That's quite complicated thing that I haven't looked at or worked out yet. So I'd have to go through that. But my budget was like $50 Aussie a night is what I budgeted for the entire event. What do we got here? What else we got here? Someone's got a good question, Raja. And thanks, guys, for tuning in from India as well. Good to see you guys here. I know you used to come from the Points and Miles show, podcast, live show, which you guys, I'll be on Tuesday evening as well. Durians last week was in Gary A, Jogja, and Swissôtel Pick. Mate, that's I really want to know about Gary A. Have you heard of Gary A, Andre?
Where is it? Is it in the comments?
Gary A is like a brand. And they have, I don't know how many they have around the world, but you need to look this up. It's a very cool property. They've got I think a wellness kind of retreat resorty place in Yogyakarta, just outside of Yogyakarta, which is really cool. And Swissôtel Pick, obviously an amazing property as well. So yeah, I want to go to a Gary A. It's under Banyan Tree Group, I believe. Yeah,
so
I believe
is it like, okay, let me.
Banyan, so Gary A.
I went to a few and Gasan property, which is
under
Angsana, Angsana.
Yeah.
I went to one in Penang in Malaysia. That was quite nice.
So cool.
Also, I read one of the comments about from Tobias. So he mentioned that the best Novotel in Europe is the Novotel in Bucharest.
Wow. Have you been there?
Center. No, I've been to most of the countries, but not to Romania. But I don't know how new that property is, because I just went online and it looks like very similar to, I know the facade of the hotel looks very sort of like amazing. But then behind that, you have like a very new-ish glass building. Interesting.
Mate, you know what I'm disappointed about? People always, I get a lot of comments around the Accor internet connection, right? You're at a Shangri-La, which is a luxury property, and we're having internet connective issues with your voice.
You have now?
Are you? Okay. Yeah. Are you connected to their Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I am, but I can spell out the problem.
So there you go, guys. You always are going off about Accor's internet infrastructure. I have to say, I've had many comments about this recently on Facebook. Now, the Wi-Fi I'm getting as a Diamond member, if you guys are Diamond, you actually get a faster connection even than Platinum members. So the actual hotels actually have a limitation. They allow so many megabytes per second for each level, every tier. Depends on the property. Some properties will allow, the same for everyone, but essentially once you're like a diamond or platinum, you're getting a higher speed. I even have properties that tell me, for diamond limitless members, we actually leave it open. We don't actually limit it. So, I mean, a good example is that when I stayed in Novotel Sriracha. Limitless, unlimited, limitless. I didn't even pick up on that. Yeah, your internet is shocking at the moment. Don't know what's going on there.
You cannot hear me, or it's just breaking?
No, it's a bit better now. Yeah, it's a bit better now. But yeah, the limitless, internet. I had 450 megabytes a second, at Novotel Sriracha and Novotel Koh Si Chang. Following on from that was the second fastest area was in Movenpick Chiang Mai. Which is super cool. And people say, "Oh, you're next to the router." I'm not. I'm in the room. I'm not going close to the router. I'm not plugging into the internet connection unless I'm showing you guys that. So I think Andre is just trying to fix his connection. He's gone a bit frozen. Keep going with his comments. Bali, Tobias has said he's got to go with the Novotel Nusa Dua. Because we were asking everybody, anyone that's just tuned in, what their favorite Novotel is in the world.
Novotel Nusa Dua. Okay, yeah, I know where that one is.
Good property, and just recently it relaunched and opened their new.
Benoa? Is it the Benoa one?
No, different. That's different. There's two.
Okay, yeah.
So there's Novotel Bali Nusa Dua and Novotel Bali Benoa, different properties. Novotel Bali Benoa is on the beach, so that you can literally step out of the property onto the beach. Novotel Nusa Dua is more like a family property. It's also got the like the Accor Vacation Club there, so they have like many buildings. Very cool, big pool, beautiful property. They also just relaunched their beach club, so they have like a beach club area now where they just got a brand new one that they put on and opened, which is really cool. So we'll continue with the comments. Tobias says, my V video I think was really good. Looks good. It was great. And Mark, thanks for tuning in, Mark. Thanks for your content. Love following your 365 journey. And we also have Stephen. We need to meet up somewhere soon. We definitely do.
Are you in the world, Stephen?
Where are you, mate? Where are you? Actually, I know where he is. He can tell everybody on the chat because we organised it earlier on today. And I'm hoping, I don't know if he's made it there yet. I think he's still on the way because he might be on the train. But Stephen, when you get there, you have to tell us the room you got because I may put in a nice word for Stephen to hopefully get a nice room where he is staying. It is a Sofitel. Which Sofitel? Let's see if he tells everybody. Tobias, mate, he's given, I think these are called super thanks. I haven't even had one of these. I don't even know what they call these things. Have you ever seen these, Andre? This is like a, I think it's like a, essentially it's when you want to super thanks or cheers someone, I think, on YouTube. So 50 Nook, I don't know how much 50 Nook is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very decent amount. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, Norwegian kroner.
$10?
We don't know.
Okay, let's find out.
It makes it more exciting. So he's done a plea to Accor. Give this man Limitless. He deserves it.
It's $5. Does everyone believe? $5 US.
$5 US. Thanks, guys. So cool. I've heard no issues on Traveler's voice. Okay, well, it's just me. So maybe it's my internet connection. Maybe I need to go back to an Accor hotel.
And the irony, we're not too far from each other, but basically everyone else is somewhere out in the world, and we just 3 kilometers from each other.
We're actually super close to each other because I'm obviously in Bangkok as well. And we should just do this together. It's very
how much? So in Norway, talking about Tobias is based in Norway, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So what's the Accor scene in Norway? Because I've been to Norway many, almost decades ago. I don't remember. I remember that Radisson brand was very popular, but I think that was owned by the airline or something like that. So that would explain. But what about the new 2025 Accor portfolio in Norway? There's nada. Okay.
There's nothing.
There's nothing.
There's absolutely nothing from what I understand. $0.
It's very interesting because we all know that Accor is a European brand, and if you go, let's say, in France, Germany, Switzerland, it's quite common to have an Accor property, sometimes they don't all have high-end properties, but let's say the Ibis Tile, Novotel is sort of like the baseline, I think, for Accor in Europe, with Mercure. I was very curious about in Norway I think they have another brand called, I don't know if we allow, I think it's called Choice, which is like the Comfort Inn, but they have like an upscale brand in Scandinavia, but they also have their own branding in Scandinavia.
Yes, Strawberry, I think as well, Tobias was telling me was the Strawberry properties or something were quite big there. I think he was saying there's only 3 or 4 actual like big hotel chains kind of in Norway and that area, which is interesting.
Okay.
So, but
Thanks
no
for
Accor.
saying that.
Oh, there you go. Choice has changed to Strawberry. There you go. Mate,
So
you need to get up on your knowledge in the Nordics.
Yeah, I mean, I'm updating myself on a daily basis, but like I know we're focusing on the Accor properties, but even in Germany, you have a lot of Accor. France, that could be another challenge. Doing some.
Listen, we're gonna need
Europe.
guys. We're gonna need a lot of 50 nooks if I'm going to Germany and Europe. Doreen's also asked, where would you recommend for a weekend in Bali? Novotel Ubud opening is delayed. Now, I know Andre probably has many other options outside of Accor, but if we're talking with the Accor properties, for you and the Mrs. Doreen, I would think it depends how much money you want to spend, but a lovely property is the Grand Seminyak, which is going to change into the Hyde Hotel next year. The Grand Seminyak Boutique Hotel is a beautiful property. Definitely one I'd say is a very lovely property to take someone special. Obviously, of course, also the Pullman Bali Legion, my favorite property in Bali, on the beach there as well, just across the road from the beach. They have some beautiful rooms, and I can definitely get you a lovely room there. The team will definitely look after you, and a really nice breakfast. They have also every single day they have buffets. They have a really cool Sunday brunch as well. What about you? Have you done much of Bali, Andre? Do you have any recommendations for Accor properties?
Accor properties. There's a HOMM, which is a bit remote, which is we're talking about geographically. It's kind of like north of the Bali Island. I don't know if anyone heard of that property. It's HOMM.
Yes, it's part of Banyan Tree Group, isn't it?
Potentially.
It's in the north. It's up near Ubud area way.
Yeah, but there's another one. It's called a Banyan Tree 1.
Yes, that is. If you have a budget, that would be the one. But that's over $1,000 a night. So Grand Seminyak is a fraction of that 1, price.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I've been to Ubud myself, but obviously didn't manage to get to that home property. There's a Novotel Bali Ubud Resort. Is that going to be a new one?
Not open yet. Yeah, not open yet. So he was just saying that it's been delayed. So it was meant to open this month, meant to be open right now. So do you have any information on that, mate, on when that's going to open? If not, I will definitely find out when it's going to open or what the delays are.
And I heard the Peppers brand is quite good.
Peppers is beautiful as well, but no points earning there still because of the little negotiations between the owners of those units. So no points can be earned or burnt at that property. But yeah, very beautiful property. The other one that I'd suggest as well is going to be the Nusa Dua Beach Hotel, the Handwritten Collection. Booking the second room category. I think it's called a premier room or premium room. Book that category. You can watch my video on it, and then you'll get upgraded to one of the Palace Club rooms. Tobias did exactly this when he came over. An incredible club lounge that they actually have an executive lounge and also this Palace Club lounge, which is beautiful. So I'd highly recommend that property as well. And it's a lot, again, a fraction of the price of Sofitel as well.
So Reggie, what is that? That sort of lounge? I know about lounges, but is it like a separate lounge, or is it like something you have to pay extra? or what is it?
Yeah, you have to pay extra. So it's not included as part of your membership because it's a separate lounge. So it's nearly like, I think there's a Sofitel in Fiji. Yeah, they have like this other thing called like Beach Club or Access or something. It's a separate lounge which you have to essentially pay for one of those. Think of it like Fairmont, yeah. Fairmont, you have to pay to Fairmont room if you want a gold lounge room. But in regards to this, they have the normal executive lounge benefits that they give all the members if you're booking the base category. But then obviously as a platinum member or diamond member, there's a chance of getting upgraded. So if you're booking the second room category, the third category has that lounge access, which gives you the Palace Club Lounge, which essentially it's open all day throughout the day. And you can actually get, drinks, food, and everything throughout the day. And it's a lot more full on and a lot more essentially. I think of it more like a Club Miller sign where it's open kind of all throughout the day, like a Sofitel lounge that you can go to, rather than maybe just one that's open for evening cocktails and canapes. You can also have breakfast there, as opposed to the other lounge you can't. It's just a more overall really nice lounge that you can enjoy. Really great team in there. It's kind of like butler service when you're there. So it's all very personalized. You do check in there, you do check out there. Everything is handled by the Palace Club team. And Tobias is written here, handwritten was simply amazing. The Palace Club was stunning. The staff were just above and beyond. Loved it. Think I'll return there next year for some days. So there you go. So yeah, very cool. Highly recommend. At least if you don't book a Palace Club room, if you're gold, book a Palace Club room, then you'll get lounge access. Gold or below. If you're platinum, you can chance it, go a premier room, premium room, and then you can get upgraded to the Palace Club room as well, and give that property a shot. That's a really beautiful property. If anyone goes there, let me know for sure.
Because the actual location of the property, that used to be a high-end local branded hotel, if I'm correct, right? Which is
it used
not
to be
too far for the it's not too far from
still
the
got the same
Sofitel,
name.
I think, right? Yeah.
It's next door. It's next door to the Sofitel. If you walk onto the beach, you can walk next door. The Sofitel's there. It's literally next door. In my personal opinion, I didn't stay at Sofitel. I've stayed at the Handwritten. But Tobias would be able to give his true view. He can put in the comments there what he believes. But for me, from what I understood, the staff, everything was so much better at Handwritten. Maybe the property looks newer and nicer and, fresh because of the Sofitel, being quite luxury. But essentially the service hands down was incredible at the Handwritten. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah. Really, really nice. Hazik has asked a question between Sofitel Nusa Dua and Movenpick Jimbaran. Which one you recommend?
That's a very good question. Have you been yourself to the Movenpick? Have you been to the Movenpick?
I've been to the Movenpick. I mean, I don't think you can compare them because they're not apples with apples, right?
Because the Movenpick is very, family oriented.
Correct.
The location is on the other side of Bali, so you would not see the sunrise, but you would see the sunset. I don't know if that matters to anybody, but that's something I look when I look for properties. Is it sunrise or sunset? Because it's a different experience sometimes.
Correct.
And then there's like a mini sort of like outlet mall, I think they call it, around the Movenpick. So if you have kids, there's a lot of options with like ice cream. But they also have
and chocolate hour. Chocolate hour.
Yeah. So that is the if you have kids, I mean, it's family, very, very much family friendly at the Movenpick. What's the other one we're comparing? The Handwritten, right?
No, we're comparing the Sofitel.
Yeah, and then Sofitel, I've walked by many times. It's on the other side of the island of Bali, but it's a bit more high end, like you said. It's not comparing apples to apples. So that's the difference, I think. I like the vibe at the Movenpick. I haven't stayed personally at the Sofitel, but I know roughly what the difference would be. If someone asked me the question, where would you stay? If you have a family, I'll go Movenpick. If you want to go on your own or with friends or as adults, maybe the Sofitel. Because I think the Movenpick is not price-wise. I think it's like breakfast is included, I think, in all the room rates. Quote me on this.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to check that depending on the rates.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
chocolate hour.
liked it.
You don't have a lounge. You don't have a lounge there. It also just actually, and if people love the Peppers property, like Peppers, if they've been to Peppers, the GM, the general manager of Peppers, have just moved to the Movenpick Jimbaran. So I think we should see a lot of really nice stuff. He's actually the area general manager for Bali, one of the area general managers of Bali. So I think there will be a lot of really good stuff coming out of Movenpick. So I think even if maybe. If you love it now, I'm sure you'll love it even more soon once we saw with David what he's already done at Novotel, Sukhumvit 20. I'm sure that John at the Movenpick in Bali will definitely do amazing things and make it incredible for sure. Really, really cool. So, Tobias also said Accor is present in Copenhagen, Denmark, Stockholm, and Sweden.
25 hours. That I like the brand. It's bit more like lifestyle brand, I would say. I went to one in Dubai. That was very funky. How do I compare it with other brands? It's lifestyle. It's not budget. It's kind of like mid-level, funky, generation Z, maybe that sort of vibe, I would say. But that was the one in Dubai. But I don't know in Scandinavia what I'm sure is very similar. But then I think a lot of hotels now have a lot of freedom to tailor it to the location or to the culture they want to attract. Or I think hotels maybe have a bit more freedom now to make it a bit more local. Obviously, you've seen a lot of hotels, even if we can discuss about that. Like any hotels you will remember, like, okay, that hotel had like a little imprint of that culture where the hotel is based, right?
Which is what the Grand Mercure is meant to do, right? And that's something that the Nusa Dua Beach Hotel, the handwritten collection, is incredible at. Like, it's just amazing. So Tobias has actually just mentioned on that back before when we were talking about Sofitel versus handwritten in Bali. The landscaping and style, modern feel of luxury equals the Sofitel. The vibe, the comfort of the property, walking around, staff, fun, and family vibe, the handwritten. So for me, I felt way more comfortable at the handwritten collection than I did at the Sofitel. But I think that's that brand, right? It's that 5-star, it's that luxury. It's like, let's do our shirt up and let's be amazing at everything we do. But then that's, that becomes less engaging and like lovely, right? That's why I love Novotels, because I find them very family friendly. I feel them very open. They can have fun. I find a Novotel is like a very good combination of like a Mercure and an Ibis together. It's like a Novotel is like the baby, because we take like these brands. Ibis is very fun. Mercure is like local, and we put it together.
Would probably agree with that as well, because I think Novotel is kind of like the reference flagship / identity of Accor from the beginning.
It is the identity of Accor. It's the first Accor property in the world was Novotel. And the crazy part is as well is that here in Bangkok, where we are right now, guys, we have two incredible things. Number one, we have the first Accor hotel in Thailand here in Bangkok is the Novotel Siam Square. The first ever Accor property is right here, right? That's number one thing. The second one is the Novotel Rinpei Resort in Rayong is the first ever in the world Novotel resort. Very cool again, right?
Is that the one with is that the one with the convention center in Rayong, right?
No, it does have one, but it doesn't. You're thinking the Mercure Rayon Lomtale, the new one.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really nice convention conference center. But they do have at the Novotel Rayon Rinpei, they have that as well. But we have we have the first resort, Novotel Resort. But number 3, this is really cool. And I only learned this a few weeks ago when I was in Jakarta, because the guy I interviewed, the hotel manager, used to work here in Bangkok. Did you know that the Pullman Hotel G here in Bangkok was the very first Pullman in the world?
I think I've heard something.
I cannot believe that. How come Accor launched their flagship product, their flagship hotel, for their French brand company in Thailand and not in France? Like,
That's
wouldn't you
very
think,
good
like, say the Pullman Eiffel Tower would like be maybe their flagship property, but it's not. I'm sure it is a flagship property in France, but like the first one was built here in Thailand. It's crazy.
I think the Pullman Bangkok King Power was the first Pullman hotel because
King
it was a
Power,
flagship.
not Hotel G. King Power. Yeah, the
King
Hotel
Power,
Bangkok King Power. Yeah, King Power. It's crazy.
We need
What
to
an incredible
go
thing
there.
that is.
We need to
I
go
haven't
there.
been there.
Maybe I've been to the other one, the Pullman G in Bangkok, but that one is a bit oldish. So maybe it was that one, but no, it's the other one. It's the
It is. It's the other one, yeah. And even the other day, I went for lunch at Novotel Siam Square. They have a really cool lunch. They do like a dim sum Chinese buffet. We should go on one day. It's actually quite affordable.
Yeah.
It's quite a good price, and you get 50% discount. So it works out like 500 baht or something, like 400 baht. It's a pretty good deal. It's all you can eat. It's a really nice spread. They even do like the roast pork and the duck and everything. But that property, being the oldest property, is actually incredible. It look like the actual look of it, the lobby. You walk in the lobby, it's grand, it's amazing. It's like it's definitely been through some renovations because there's no way that property opened like that. You know, with how old it is, and the location, man. This is why that would have to be one of the most expensive Novotels in Thailand. In all of Thailand, I don't think there'd be a more expensive one.
Is it not
price-wise?
Price-wise,
it probably is. It probably is the most expensive in Thailand. I would think it would have to be, because it's never come up. You know, I'm one of these people when I search for hotels, I always search lowest to highest, and I never make it past like halfway. Right, so I never see that property, but I've been there for lunch.
I think I've lost you somehow. So yeah, we're talking about the Novotel Siam Square, and the price in Thai baht. Yeah, it's quite. The price is quite high, but I would probably assume that the location is I think it disappeared. Yeah, we're talking about the Novotel Siam Square, and I'm just looking now for a random date for Valentine's Day. It's at 6,648 Thai baht, which is almost $200, which is quite high, I think. Oh, you're back. Can you hear us? I cannot hear you. Cannot hear you.
Doing your thing. Can you hear me now? Hello. Welcome back, guys.
Much better. Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I did a research on the Novotel Siam Square for the price.
Yes.
And if you fancy a Valentine's date, it's 6,687 baht, which if we convert that into that's almost 200 just under 200 USD, but over 200 Aussie, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but we need to check it out. There's a reason why the price is quite high for Novotel. The location is good, but there's a lot of options. Yeah,
I think it's location. It's in Siam Square. It's in the center of Bangkok. I think that's got which is kind of why the Novotel Sukhumvit 20 is a bit higher as well. What's coming soon to Sukhumvit 20 is that Fairmont.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out which building it's going to be, right?
We did. We were like, we thought, we're like, how can any of these buildings become a Fairmont? Is what we were thinking.
Yeah. We're looking for that castle-ish lookalike building.
Yeah,
Bangkok ain't cheap anymore.
So cool.
But I heard that the hotel occupancy is quite low at the moment, or went down since in the last 5 months. So maybe the prices will go down by, let's say, 15%, maybe. We don't know. We cannot tell anybody about that if the prices will go down. But that's all across any hotel brands, right? Not only Accor. Yes, we'll see. I mean, we cannot pronounce ourselves. Bangkok, so
we go back.
Michael,
for
sure.
Yeah, compared to Australia, yes, of course. Back to some comments that we missed, mate. We've got Sahil. I am not sure about this one. Have you ever been to Phi Phi? It's a Phi Phi Islands, isn't it?
Phi Phi Island. Phi Phi Island, they call it.
Yeah, Phi Phi Islands. I've never been there.
But I don't. Do they have a Novotel?
No, he's saying no presence recommendations outside, something in middle range like a high-end Novotel. So have you ever been there, or do you have any knowledge of this area? Because Sahil was asking for something.
In terms of hotels, yeah? In Phi Phi Island?
Yeah, in terms of hotels, and obviously outside of Accor, because there's no Accor there is what he's saying.
I have actually, ironically, I've done a search for a client last week. There's a lot of...
That's quite specific.
Yeah. What I've noticed is that there's a lot of hotels. Obviously, it's not like it's not Hawaii. Most of their brands are PP Hotel Resort, and then there's a name at the end. They're all kind of the same. I would assume they're all owned by the same. It's like locally branded, but there's the word PP Island Harbor, PP Island Beach, PP Island Sand, Sea View, PP Island Viewpoint. There's a lot of options. If that we can do some recommendations. PP Island Bayview Resorts. They're all roughly about the same price range, I think. Start like 100 US to 200 US, I would say. But it's all, do you want on the beach? Do you want on one side of the beach? Do you want to see the sunset? Do you want to see the sunrise? Do you want to be next to the mountain? Do you want to be on the main street or next to the harbor, for example? Those are the criteria, I would say. And as we know, the high season in Thailand will start, what do we say, December time normally? And then if someone tries to book, let's say, from December on to just before Songkran in April, the prices would be slightly higher than, let's say, now. Say, as you can see now, it's a nice storm outside.
I'm just getting smashed with some rain right now.
Yeah, but I would say probably. Okay. Yeah, my pleasure. Just ironic. I did a search last week about trying to find the price range of hotels for PP Island, and I haven't found any branded ones. And obviously, if you book direct with a hotel, which we always recommend to people, if anything happens, that's probably the safer bet.
Correct.
Because you never know. If you book with a third party, sometimes they're really not going to tell you if it's non-refundable or free cancellation or 3 days before, 6 days. Every hotel is different. But because also, if you want to get to that island, if the shuttle boat is not running, you kind of cannot get there unless you rent maybe a helicopter or something. But yeah,
helicopter.
Talking about Banyan Tree, just a comment.
We need to. What about Banyan Tree?
The one in Bangkok is quite nice. That's one of the other forgotten hotel brand, part of Accor.
They say they're a part of Accor, but let's they have a 5% stake in Banyan Tree.
Okay, but you still can redeem in terms of benefits for members.
Still get benefits.
Because that's something. Also, Sofitel, which is technically Sofitel, if I'm correct.
Yes. It was part of the Ennismore side. Now it's gone out of luxury and it's moved to Ennismore. The
Okay. And also there you get the benefits, standard
benefits as per normal. What else we got here comment-wise? We got heaps of comments coming, mate.
Chiang Mai during...
we'll just wait. We go back. Let's finish this. We'll finish the Sofitel handwritten debate. Sofitel and handwritten to Bali Nusa Dua. He will choose handwritten. Despite it being older, it has the X factor. I can't really explain it. Try to explain above. Yeah, which
well,
you
it's
did.
the X Factor. Did you have that show in Australia called the X Factor?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Of course, yeah.
Okay.
And yes, I did disappear before, but I'm back, and I actually planned for 52 minutes for me just to leave and just see what happens with Andre, see if he picks up on it. But you did well.
Okay.
I was watching you. No, I actually
good.
my camera failed and then it just disconnected.
When you pay for a stay with points or free nights, how does the hotel get paid? Very good question, Dorian. How do they get paid?
When you pay for a stay with points or free night, so it works interestingly. So, for example, if the hotel is like at a full occupancy, let's say you're staying at a property and let's say it's 95% or more, when you stay and you redeem points, then Accor reimburses 100% of that back to the hotel. Okay? But here's the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
If the hotel is quiet, and it goes right down to if they're quieter, like let's say they're under 50%. I don't know the exact numbers, but essentially there's a scale, right? There's a scale. And I know there's like 90 or 90, let's say 95%, you're going to get a full rebate. But let's say it's under 50, whatever that might be. Again, we're making things up here, guys. Don't take this as gospel. But essentially the hotel will get like 30% rebate on those points.
Okay.
So if you go and spend $1,000 on points and the property is under, say, 50% occupancy, they're only going to get $300 of that stay, which is crazy when you think about it. Free nights, I'm not really sure. I need to ask the question on the free nights, how that kind of works. I will be able to ask that question in a week or two because I am doing an interview with someone that will know all of the answers for that. Any questions that you guys have around Accor Plus, I have taken, did you see I did a video, Andre, on the Accor Plus change, which we're going to talk about later as well. Did you see the video I did on that? Yeah. So we had so many people going crazy. I think I ended up taking 120 odd, unique comments from that, putting it into a document, extracting, all the information out of it to see what people liked and what people didn't about the changes, and what people want to change. So I kind of did a lot of research around that, which is really cool. And then I'm going to feed that back to Accor Plus. So if anyone does have any questions and that type of thing, then definitely let me know because I'll be talking to the right people about it, and we'll be doing a interview with someone from Accor Plus in the future in a couple of weeks' time. So, but yeah, it's actually crazy. We should go through some of that data actually at some point because it was absolutely insane. Like the amount of, I'll give you an example. So there was over 150 comments that people talked about Accor Plus, in regards to the changes of the program. There was around 40% of the comments were complaining about the dining discount changes. So reducing it from 50% to 30%.
So why, Rich, you think that would be kind of like a red flag or I'm hesitant now to buy it or not for next year?
I don't know. There's all these people that are going on about, it's not worth it anymore. Anyway, let's talk about Accor Plus in a sec. Let's finish off this and then we'll actually dig into Accor Plus because I think it's a very important topic that everyone wants to talk about and know about. Let's finish on these topics first because otherwise we're going to lose them all because we have many comments coming in. And then guys, we want you to ask you questions about Accor Plus after this, okay? So we have, Jurian said that Bangkok ain't cheap anymore. Really, I think the biggest thing that is affecting this is the dollar. So I don't know about in Canada, I don't know about the US, the euro, but definitely the Australian to Thai baht rate is at all-time lows. I remember when I came to Thailand, I was sitting at around say for 100 baht was around $4, yeah? Now we're looking at $4.80. So, it's kind of jumped by 25% in the last 12 months, which is crazy. When you think of the economics there, the cost of living here has gone up 20-25%. And you know what? Right now, if as an Australian, I'd be much better, say, spending more time in Bali or Indonesia, because right now the dollar for Indonesia versus the Australian dollar is very good. They're nearly looking at like, for every 100,000, you're getting nearly like $11 now worth of value in Australia. For every $10, you're getting about 110,000 in Indonesia, which is great. So it's like about 10% more than where it kind of was sitting, 6-12 months ago, which is really cool. Hazik, thank you, Reggie and the Travelogist, for sharing. I'm going to Bali next year, February 2026, and try to use the new free stay Accor Plus. It more benefits to use it on Sofitel Nusa Dua, or if there are any other properties worth it to use a free night. It's a great question, mate. Thanks for the question. Definitely value-wise, I think Sofitel Bali and Sofitel Nusa Dua is the best in regards to the price, because you're picking the highest price property. But then with the new Accor Plus, you're going to be paying for one of those nights. So it's a catch-22, right? You either have to pay for one night at a high price and get one night free, which essentially works out to be like, a 50% discount. Or you're picking a lower end property, or a property that might be, for example, the handwritten collection. Maybe you can get that for 200, maybe 2.5, 3 million rupiah a night. So you might be able to get 2 nights there for about 2.5, 3 million rupiah a night. What do you think about in regards to redemption? You can't redeem it like raffles or anything like that, Ben Tree. That'd be amazing.
I managed to redeem mine from the Accor Plus last year in Sofitel in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, yes. Yep.
So the value of it was probably about 150 US maybe. But it fluctuates because I've tried, obviously I had flexibility. So I tried certain dates, not available. The day before, the day after was available. For the redemption,
crazy,
with no extra to pay, which defines the purpose of a free night. Right?
Yeah. Correct. It should be a free night. Should be free, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, some other properties, like let's say in Ho Chi Minh City, I've checked all the Accor properties. I think the M Gallery, the Novotel, and the Sofitel, where I was able to redeem it without any extra fee or taxes or anything like that.
I think up until like when the program changes the end of this month, I don't know if there is any value or if there is still availability, but I would definitely recommend, I think the best value for money and the best redemption in Asia specifically would be the Sofitel Legend in Hanoi. The Metropole is definitely one that people use their free night for all the time. And that is definitely a property that everyone loves and raves about. I haven't been there. I don't know. Have you been to Sofitel Legend Metropole?
I went for
Hanoi?
a quick tour. I haven't stayed there, but I went for a quick tour. That one as well was available, but I think it was not fitting in my schedule. That's why. But I went to see just to see, which is obviously a very historical property in Hanoi. I would probably say the top property in Hanoi. But saying that, talking about Hanoi, I went to see, there's a Grand Mercure, a brand new one that opened last year. That was quite interesting. Not a big property, but I think their aim was to make it like very basic business hotel, but a few blocks on the same street, you had a Movenpick in Hanoi that had been refurbished maybe a few months ago. That was very impressive. And they tried to make it sound like you like in Miami. It was weird. They had like open, full kind of like Miami vibe. Nice lounge as well at the Movenpick in Hanoi. That was very impressive. But if we go back to the Sofitel Legend, that is, if you use the word legend, it is a legend hotel.
It's one of not many legends.
Yeah, I went to one recently in China. Sofitel Legend in China. Yes.
We should talk about your China trip soon. Not yet, not until after Accor Plus. But Sofitel, how was the Sofitel? Did you stay at Sofitel Legend in China?
Yeah, I stayed in Xi'an, Xi'an.
Okay. Tell us about it. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that. Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to talk now or
Accor Plus? Accor Plus coming up. Accor Plus coming up, and then China. Okay. And then we'll talk about
Amazing.
some future stuff as well. And any questions, guys, drop it in the chat. We'll help out. We'll answer any questions. Accor Plus questions, drop them in the chat now. If you don't drop them in the chat now, we'll skip over it and we'll start talking about China. So you'll miss out any chance. Bangkok Siam Square looks very highly priced, higher than the Pullman, Bangkok Tower, and almost same as Sofitel Sukhumvit, So, and Banyan Tree. Is location really worth that much? Doubt it beats the Banyan Tree. What's your thoughts on this, mate? I mean,
okay, so I know, most of the locations.
Yeah, what do you think?
Most of the locations of those ones. I mean, Sofitel to the Novotel is what, 4 BTS stops. It's not that far. It's kind of the same area, but different area, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So then again, we need to see why is it so. We need to inquire on this. Let's figure out a time, and we're gonna go there and ask them why. Why is it because of the higher occupancy? Is it because of they can charge that? I don't know. Like we need to figure out. That's a good question, and we need an answer, I think. And the Sofitel is just next to a big park. That's a nice location. Banyan Tree is just a few streets from the same area. It's in Saton, I think. Because I think the rooftop in Banyan Tree, I say Banyan Tree, it's Banyan Tree.
Banyan Tree.
Banyan. And there's a rooftop, it's called Vertigo. I don't know if you heard of that one. It's
Vertigo,
very famous.
I've been there. It's so cool up there, yeah.
Yeah, and you can use the benefits
so
there
high.
as well, I think, right? Well, you are able to use the 50% until they change the program, right? So that could be another visit before October. So that could be interesting to have. Like, we might need to create something like a whole Bangkok portfolio and on a spreadsheet and just give it to people to see, so then they can make their own assumptions or decision about which one is the best one, price range. That could be very interesting.
We need to go back to our just digressing from that. We need to go back to at some point we need to schedule in our ALL Accor Insights, our podcast that we were going to start, that we kind of did a couple episodes of, and then we completely forgot, and I think life got in the way, and 365 kind of was getting a bit crazy for me. But I think maybe that's something we can incorporate, and every week or every show we can do a different city, and we can talk about that. I think that'd be a really cool thing if we can say, okay, today we're going to talk about Bangkok, and then next week we're going to talk about Bali, and then we're going to talk about Da Nang or Vietnam. And I think that'd be a really cool thing, because then when people can watch back on these videos, it's really like, I really love people loving the video like I did on like the best of Surabaya, right? Which kind of explains, different categories, what people love. I think we could definitely do this. We could say, so for example, let's start with this, right? I've been to many properties here in Bangkok. Like, what would be for me the best executive lounge or the best value for money? If I look at, say, the best value for money, there's nothing that beats the Grand Mercure Atrium for bang for your buck. For how much you pay for what you get, there's nothing better than that property. If I was to say, in regards to Ibis, what's a really cool Ibis property? The Ibis Styles Prakanong is an amazing property, rooftop bar, restaurant up there as well. Really cool, nice property, good price, good location. So I think these are things that we can probably talk about, in the future on this stuff.
Sure.
And if anyone has any comments on that, you can put it in the comments down below as well. Jurian's also asked, have you seen the room rates in Chiang Mai during the Loy Krathong? I'm probably saying that wrong. Wild, he says. I haven't, mate. I haven't looked at the room rates in Chiang Mai recently. I was actually going to do a trip to Chiang Mai again soon. I really want to go to the veranda, the M Gallery that's just outside of Chiang Mai. I didn't go there during my 365. I really want to go. That property looks amazing. It's part of the veranda. They've also got one down near Pattaya, which I have been to, an amazing property. So I think it'd be cool to see those properties there. I've heard many good things about the veranda in Chiang Mai, so I really want to go and check that out for sure. Have you been to Chiang Mai?
No, that's my next destination in a few weeks, actually.
Oh, right.
We
let's
might
make
see
it happen.
each other there. We don't know. And we're going to go to that M Gallery. Yeah, we can make that happen.
Let's make that happen.
That would be interesting. I think that hotel, it's kind of like remote, I think, right? In the mountainish.
It's a little bit out, yeah.
Yeah. That indicates the higher price range, I think, for that property. I
No,
think that's
you
the
can get it
highest.
for get it for a good price, but yes, it is the highest property priced in Chiang Mai. But Chiang Mai is pretty affordable most of the time.
Yeah.
So that's a
Or maybe
great.
because I was checking for like December, Christmas, or something like that. Yeah, that could be the
Well,
reason. Okay.
we'll have to check, make sure we're not going during the Lokathong, because apparently the prices are going to be insane.
Wait, when is that?
Okay. Yeah,
Do
I
you
don't
know
know.
the date?
We'll have to do some research of that afterwards to see
Okay.
what. Yeah, it's called Kafong. So now we've gone through the comments. We're now on to Accor Plus comments. Here we go. Okay, so Accor Plus changed from October for me in Europe, going back to Asia next year after the announcements. Degradation of Accor Voyager actually makes it more desirable for me, so I'm positive, but have no comparison. So did you see Accor maybe yesterday or the day before? An email went out and they've relaunching the whole Accor Plus thing. They're now calling everything Accor with the plus sign. And then they're calling like Accor Plus Explorer, which is the Asia one, Accor Plus Voyager, which is the European one, Accor Plus Signature, which is our signature program, Accor Plus China, which is our all China program. So and Accor Plus Ibis, which is the Ibis program. So they're really using Accor and the Plus, and they're rebranding all the programs to fit under this Accor Plus branding. So definitely now, from what I heard a few different things. Anyone in like Australia, New Zealand, anyone like in this region, if they have Accor Plus, say Voyager, which is a European version, apparently as of the 1st of October, they'll be changed to Accor Plus, Explorer, or essentially the Asian one. But yeah, it doesn't make sense now to sign up to Voyager. Like you get 20 free nights with that, 30 nights on Accor Plus Explorer. The difference is, the less discounts on Voyager, and it's only an extra, I think, 20 or 30 euros difference in regards to the price to get Accor Plus Explorer. So have you heard much about Voyager? Have you seen any of these changes? It's only happened like recently, as of 2 days ago.
The Voyager, that was the two options you had in Europe, I think. There was one for the Ibis, right?
Yeah, they got the Ibis one and the Voyager. Yeah. Which is like luxury
Voyager,
brands.
So like anything Novotel or higher?
No, it was like for Sofotels and galleries, which would all come under the essentially Accor preferred program anyway, which we can get better deals with that way for sure. So yeah,
I would probably say that let's say from a customer point of view, what I would say is what's my main purpose to that I want to achieve, let's say the next year when I travel. Because we all know that the hotel programs, they normally reset it on the 1st of January, correct? But with the Accor Plus, kind of like if you have, let's say, your long-term travel schedule or hotel stay schedule, you kind of like need to calculate and make some calculation that, okay, so I can live in Europe or anywhere in the world, but buy the Explorer, correct?
Yeah, correct.
So it's available for anybody. So directly when you sign up, you have 30 nights. Okay.
30 nights for Explorer, 20 for Voyager. Yeah.
Okay. Could you combine them together? Can you buy both?
No, you can't. I've seen some people like getting cranky because they're like, I want both, and they're like, no, you can't have this, and they're getting, like you can only have one or the other. And we also don't know, like in the terms and conditions, they also say that all China cannot be linked within this new change. So, for example, guys, if you're now sitting at, let's say, 30 nights and you want another 30 nights to get platinum status, before the end of this month, there's a very good chance that after this month, the all China program won't work for other memberships. If you hold the essentially Voyager, if you hold Accor Plus Explorer, they may not work anymore. So if you want to take advantage of an additional up to 30 nights, you can buy the all China program, which will allow you to essentially get platinum status instantly with the 30 nights plus the 30 nights from all China. So, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. I don't know if Accor's IT system is smart enough to not allow it or not work, because I know many people right now that hold Signature, all China, and Accor Plus. So yeah. So let's just see what happens.
Because then I was thinking we just thinking in a from the theory of it. I sign up for the Accor Plus Explorer. I get 30 nights. So my kind of aim is to get to 60 nights, right? To be able to use the real, are we allowed to call them real benefits of a loyalty program, which is the status that will give you the breakfast and the lounge access if there's a lounge.
Correct.
Right. So technically I need to find a way to stay 30 nights before the 31st of December of that same year, right? To achieve platinum status for the following year. Okay.
Correct.
So we might need to figure out we could discuss that eventually in the next few weeks. Like there might be some people that just want the easiest route or route to get to platinum, because that's when travel becomes interesting, right? But then again, if you're based in
travel
Europe,
becomes fun.
Yeah, but if you're based in Europe, what are your options to buy the what's the name of it? Accor Plus in Europe.
Yeah,
what's
you can
the name of that one again?
Voyager. Yeah, I believe
Voyager,
you can now buy. I believe you can now buy all the programs. So, like, I believe, like, if you're in, like, from what I understand, a lot of people that have Voyager right now are going to go and buy Accor Plus.
Okay.
So that's what I understand. Yeah. So Tobias says, as far as read the TNC stay as is, you cannot link Voyager and Explorer, but we'll see. It also says you can't link China, but that also says that now, and you can currently do it. Eddie also says that they hope that they don't mess with the Accor Plus program's compatibility with Signature. Yeah, so that is also something that when I saw that come out yesterday, that announcement, I did think to myself, oh, they're now grouping the Accor Plus Explorer, Voyager, Ibis and Signature together as one. And that worries me that maybe they, and they're calling the Signature the Brazil program, the Voyager, the Ibis and Voyager, the European program, and then the Accor Plus, the Asia Pacific program. So, that is a little bit scary that they might mess with that as well. But I'll try and find out more information with that when I talk to this influential person in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, any questions that people have.
I'm sure they would have had a meeting already.
Yeah, they would know that stuff already. Of course. New free night is basically half price.
Yeah.
But apparently it will be easier to pick your stay as it's any 2 nights with the most expensive free, which is correct. I've actually got an email about this. Let me find that while you discuss what your thoughts are on this.
So obviously I'm aware of most of the other programs available, apart from the Accor Plus program, which nowadays there's 3 brands that have similar programs with, let's say, for example, with the dining benefits. If you're talking about Marriott, Hilton, and the IHG, okay, which is Intercontinental. For example, even if you're the lowest tier for IHG program, you get 20% discount on F&B, right? Anywhere. And that's not only like geographically attached to where you are, it could be anywhere. But and then, for example, if you have top status with Hilton in Asia, you can get 25% on the F&B. And then
so of course still smashing it out of the park, really.
But then, for example, Marriott, they have something called Club Marriott, which you would get 30% on the which is very much similar to, I would say not aligned, but parallel to the Accor Plus. So that could be the reason why Accor Plus has sort of diminished their amazing benefits on the F&B to just be.
It had to end at some point, right?
Yeah, because 50%, that was very appealing for anybody, just for depending on your lifestyle, but our lifestyle, I think it was very good. Which then again, you could go to any hotels where you live and just use the benefits and not even staying at the hotel. Because I don't know, like maybe people are afraid to go to hotels because they think it's expensive if you're not staying, because if you're staying, you have to be there for a reason. But leisurely incorporating, let's say, dining into your lifestyle, hotel dining into your lifestyle, I'm not sure, but maybe the 50% I was the indicator, like you should try it, right? But now 30%, it's still good for any sort of hotel dining, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to affect the amount of members. Is it going to affect the amount of people going to hotel just for the dining, but not staying there?
It'll be interesting to see what happens. Yeah. So I got an update. I got an email from someone at Accor Plus from my video that I did. So obviously did the video on Accor Plus with the changes for everybody out there, and I actually got an email directly from someone at Accor Plus that just wanted to clarify some of the points of the new program. So this will be some clarification for everybody out there. If you want more information, obviously I'd love you to reach out to me, let me know, because I will be able to ask this person some questions, and I essentially will do a video on that in a couple of weeks with all the kind of answers and all the questions that you guys have. So essentially, some of the points that need to be clarified is the 2 free nights in the new Explorer program operate on a buy one, get one free principle, with the most expensive night being free. Also, there will no longer be allocations, which means much greater availability overall. So there you go.
So just coming back to what I was saying, for example, there's a paid program for the Intercontinental program, which gives you the platinum status of their program. But when you platinum with IG, you don't get the benefits you would get with platinum with Accor in Asia, for example.
Yeah.
So they had something like that. You pay for the program, and then you get buy one weekend night. So then again, they had some slight restriction. And then it became to the point that it's very difficult to book anything at the weekend. So the whole purpose of, but it was buy one, get one free. It's not a free night. We just discussed before.
Like we currently have until
I don't know if they are talking to each other, or it's the same kind of people are, creating those kind of like loyalty or paid programs, because that's kind of parallel to the loyalty programs as well. That gives you status, but we shall see, I guess. And we cannot predict the future in terms of are they going to bring it back to 50%. They can, right?
They can, but we can't predict the future, but we can influence the future. So something that I'm happy to help do is influence the future. And that's what I'm here for, to help everybody, for anything you guys need. I am your voice in the Accor community. So if you need help, if you need something raised, then just come to me. I'm happy to, be the person to take it to where it needs to go. Continuing on with these changes, the conditions of the Stay Plus night will follow the conditions of the paid night. So this rule remains unchanged going forward. The new Stay Plus free night can now be used in conjunction or combination with red hot rooms, which are prepaid rates, something that wasn't allowed before. So if there's a red hot room rate, you can actually utilize these rates with the Accor Plus Explorer with the free night. Also, please note there'll be no extra discounts on all Accor promotions. So did you see that they increased the Accor Plus discount from 10% Asia Pacific to 15% worldwide?
On the rate, correct?
Yep, on the rate. And this is something that I think people need to really understand. There's a huge benefit in that. Like, we're going from only getting a 10% discount in Asia to now getting a 15% discount around the entire world. And what would normally happen is they would have something like, let's say there was a promotion where it might be like Accor does a 50% off sale or 40% off sale. What they'd normally do is they release like a half yearly sale, and what would happen is the 40% off sale would start, and then because you have Accor Plus, you'd get an additional 10% discount, which would give you the 50%. Now, though, essentially that's no longer happening. So they're no longer allowing extra discounts on top for a core promotion. So if it's a 35% discount or a 50, I'd say the promotions will end up being like a 50% half yearly sale. And I'd say they won't have like a 40% with the extra 10. Essentially that doesn't happen anymore. So 15% off base rate, that is across the board worldwide. And that's where it becomes, essentially Voyager becomes kind of null and void because they have really taken on the entire world with that 15% off. Which is, I think it's great. And I think for what people are losing in the 20% for people dining, I think it's worth getting the 15% off. Like, let's be honest. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean that sort of like covers the taxes on any hotel rooms, because normally, like, I don't know if you do some random searches, like, yeah, it looks very appealing, the price. But then when you go at the checkout page when you want to book, and there's like all the taxes added. So yeah, it would definitely cover. And I think most of the countries now, it's about 15% minimum for any taxes. And obviously they're going to add some secret taxes sometimes, but 20% is
The
20%,
old
right?
airline secrets. They love it.
Yeah.
Airlines do that, right?
I figured
Now, I also mentioned in my video I did that a lot of the time, or sometimes, I had hotels that would actually give me a 50% discount even for one person. But this obviously wasn't a part of the promotion. Normally it's 25% for one person, and then maybe I order 2 meals so I can get two, and get 50% off. So essentially they clarified regarding food and beverage discounts. The 50% discount on food you mentioned for solo diners is not common practice, though some restaurants may have offered this to recognize your loyalty. The previous 25% discount for solo diners will become a flat 30% discount, and this is up to 10 guests. Hotels have been informed of the enhancements and are currently being trained to prepare for the October launch. So that's essentially some clarification from Accor Plus team. And going back to, like, we'll read some of these comments in a second, but going back to like the comments I got, like I said, I got over 150 comments between Facebook, my YouTube video on the Accor Plus changes. And 40% of the comments were around the dining discount changes. 25% were around the platinum diamond like status recognition. 15% were confused about renewals and transitions. 10% were like the overall value of the program. And then there was like special cases around 10%. So essentially the top members that were concerned, they were concerned about the dining discounts, which was the 50% to the 30%. That was essentially the biggest thing, right? It was seen as the biggest downgrade in the Explorer program. Couples and families especially are upset. Some recognition of the new 15% drink perk, but not enough to offset it. So, because now you get 15% off drinks throughout whole of Asia Pacific, not just Asia. So that means that in Australia, New Zealand, you'll now, as of the 1st of October, be entitled to 15% discount off drinks. And some of the quotes from Facebook and YouTube feels like a huge downgrade, especially on the dining discounts. We love 50% off for 2. Now it's just 30% unless you're dining with 10. 15% off drinks is nice, but doesn't offset losing the 50%. So that was the first thing. What do you think about the dining discount? Do you think it's like you said before? There's so many other programs, right?
Yeah,
They're doing this.
but then again, who they're trying to target? Are we talking about the diamond members, platinum members, or just like anybody? Because let's say if I'm just a silver member, what would I look for? Yes, obviously the 50% is kind of like very appealing. But then if I want to, what would be the most important thing? I would probably say it's the room rate. Okay, still an extra 5%? Like, I'm sure they have nice spreadsheets to explain their decisions behind it, of reducing it to 50%, from 50 to 30%. Because from my knowledge, I didn't know any other programs like that. That was very good. But then again, are they counting? Oh, all the people that had that 50%, they have back of their mind, and we're going to go to that same property because we had 50. Then they go there, they're, oh, surprise, they don't remember it's only 30%. Or have they got some data that says, oh, our people are coming not only for the 50%, they also come to stay at our hotel, but then they have status, so technically they have access to the lounge. So that sort of brings down the cost of the overall stay, despite the fact, you're getting me in here. I mean, I don't know.
I hope everyone can hear you, because I cannot hear you at all. I can see you talking. I can hear you talking, but but it is like it's like you're like a robot to me. So I just let you go there.
Thank you very much.
No one complained about it, so I'm guessing that everybody can hear you. Okay. But I can't understand anything you're saying right now.
Okay, let every combination from saying. I mentioned something about, I'm sure there's some data somewhere that, it has been proven that people are not only coming to our properties to eat and for the 50%. I don't know. And have they got data from Europe or other parts of outside Asia, for example, that obviously you don't get a 50%, right? But then people are still going to their properties all around the world. So that could be the reason. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I got you now. Oh,
Okay.
Can you hear me still?
Yeah. I
Wow,
don't know. There's a reason.
It's the craziest thing. I know why now. It's my AirPod, right? It's so weird. It was like breaking up completely, and then for some weird reason, I've just changed you to like my MacBook speaker, but for some reason, it's saying that you're playing now my MacBook speaker, but you're still playing in my ear, and now I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. So I will.
We'll
start for a third time. What I was saying is, as we all know, the 50% on dining was not available outside Asia, correct? Or Asia Pacific. Yeah. So I'm sure, let's say Accor have properties all around the world. And what was the maximum discount someone would have got anywhere else outside Asia on dining? 30%?
Oh yeah, that's if you're talking about like worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got 30%, in Dubai because I was diamond. That was the only reason.
Okay. So let's say if I had a program, so do we know the details now? Let's say, assuming I'm buying the Explore, the new program, I have 30% only in Asia Pacific or anywhere else in the world also?
30% Asia Pacific and 30% off food up to 10 people now, and 15% off beverage Asia Pacific as well. Before, beverage was only for Asia, so not Australia, New Zealand, Fiji kind of area. And then now essentially, now 15% off is everywhere as of the 1st of October, for sure. Here we go. So Jeroen's actually said, an easy way to think of the 30% off is that you can look at the menu prices net and not plus, as is common in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, that would be a good way to explain. So now I'm thinking, like, if I go to any Accor properties outside Asia Pacific, am I better off now if I bought the Explorer or the Voyager in Europe?
Well, yeah, you're getting 15% off worldwide. So, like, for example, like that's your route. I mean, unless you're going crazy and you are dining with 10 people, which is going to be more beneficial. If you're going with you and the missus and you're going for dinner, I find it hard for you guys to say spend more money than what you're probably paying for the night you're staying at, say, the Sofitel Sukhumvit. So, for you to get an extra 5 or 10% off on the bill is probably actually, outweighs that you're losing a little bit on the discount in regards to the, 50 instead of 30, 50, you're getting 30%. So I think it's just a way in which you look at it, right? Because I think there's more things in the program that are benefits than, there are obviously other things that we'll go talk about in a second that are obviously members have concerns about. But I think it was going to happen at some point when someone said, wow, whenever I talk to anyone that didn't have Accor Plus and I went to a restaurant with them and I took them out for dinner and I said, oh, we're getting 50% off the prices are half price. I go, what? Like everyone's so confused about it. They just cannot believe why are they giving us half price? Why is the food half price, right?
Yeah, because even if you compared, let's say, to North America where the tip culture is very present, right? So you're always going to end up, even though you had 50%, you're going to give back 25% tip, or they're almost going to force you to give 25% tip, or 20%. So it's basically the same, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, we're just playing with numbers here, percentages, but and I'm sure they had some data about other areas of the world that people didn't really go to hotels to eat or call properties to eat, but then we're getting what's the discount now in Europe? 20%?
No, it depends on the property. It's 10 to 5, 10, 15, 20, depending on the property you're going to, the discount. And that's only for the hotel room. You're getting no discount on F&B.
Yeah. So then again, because in Europe, you have so many other options that people don't really value dining in hotels, or they just have that bad reputation. Oh, it's very expensive. It's hotel prices. You heard that before. and we're not even touching that. So that could be the reason they're not really bothered about. But in Asia, it's very common to eat in hotels.
I think Michael says it's there really well there on the screen there. Every combination from single to 10 is better off at 30% other than a couple. And that's correct. So if you're dining by yourself, if you're dining with 3 or more people, it's better than if you're dining. But if you're dining as a couple, then yes, it's not as good as what it was. But I mean, at the end of the day, and I know like hotels are businesses. So if they find they lose 30% of business because the 50% is no longer there because the prices are going to be too high, I mean, they're going to adjust their pricing. A good example of that is like the Pullman Bali. We just did a really big thing where we moved like the Sunday brunch to a 50% off deal instead of 30%. And obviously that's going to retract now because of the changes. But, and all the dinner buffets are all 50% discount, right? And if they find they lose people on these buffets, it's very simple. They'll just readjust the pricing down because they're looking at the cost at a 50% discount, right? So if they need to adjust it based on that, the hotel will do that. The hotel's not going to, you're still going to end up, I think it's going to come out, what we say, it's going to come out in the wash at the end of the day, I think. I don't think people need to be too concerned about it. I think, at this time in the world as well, I think the hotel pricing is quite reasonable. I mean, the dollars are a little bit all over the place, but I think hotel pricing probably is some of the most affordable it's ever been. What value for money and what you can get. And you think about if you're worried about the price of the hotel in regards to food and beverage, then just stay with a hotel that has a lounge, book a core preferred rate where you get 100 US property credit. There's always ways around, or just don't eat in the hotel. If you're really concerned. But I do think that for what you're paying for Accor Plus and the benefits you're getting, I don't think you're losing out by, losing, and obviously for me, I also am affected as an Accor Plus member. You're affected as an Accor Plus member, especially for you. You're a couple. You're always dining with 2. But I still think, it's going to come out in the wash. It's going to be fine. The next thing is probably for me, it wasn't the biggest in regards to what people are talking about, but essentially I think this is the biggest one for me concern is that's the status, inflation and recognition. So essentially now it's going to be easier to attain platinum status with 30 complimentary nights, which means more members are going to be in the lounge. Is it going to become overcrowded, that type of thing? Diamond feels less special, upgrades hard to get. I don't think so. I think Diamond, these are people's comments on the thing, but I don't think Diamond is going to lose any specialty. I think if anything, it's going to become more special because it's going to be harder to get. Still, it's the same. See some benefit in platinum being more accessible, but veterans feel the tier is being inflated. Essentially, it's becoming too easy to reach platinum. Lounges are crowded, upgrades are harder. That's some of the quotes. Diamond now feels less prestigious, which I don't agree with. And at least platinum is easy to reach now, which obviously is for people that obviously aren't platinum. So what's your thoughts on this? What's the thought of giving us 30 nights and getting gold status from day one?
Well, gold status, you don't have lounge access. If we compared it to other programs that we can mention later on, 50 in some programs, 50 nights, you get a status that allows you the complimentary breakfast and the lounge. So that could be the reason why. So if you're a frequent traveler staying in properties and you stay 50 nights instead of, because you get those 10 nights extra. Now, does that make sense? Yeah. So it will be the same. That some other programs at 50 nights, you get that similar matching level of the platinum status with Accor. So I think that would be my answer to that. And the benefits are the same. You get lounge and complimentary breakfast. Not all brands though, but most of the brands. So I would say it's pretty much a par with the in terms of amount of nights. And that's the way to get to that sort of elite status. You mentioned about will the lounges be overly crowded, but then they're going to open more hotels. Are there going to be more people traveling with status? And I'm sure there's some algorithm somewhere or data that we can figure out probably not going to be affecting. And then again, that's a good question. Are the people going to only certain properties because of their lounges? Good question, right?
Yeah. What are you guys going to certain properties just because of the lounges? You know, that's yeah. Are you going to a particular property because of the executive lounge? That's a really good question. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we want to know. That's our question right now, guys.
We're going, and then again, like depending on the locations of hotels. So let's say if you have an airport hotel attached to the terminal or just nearby with free shuttle, those are the kind of like more businessy hotels. But what's the businessy brand for Accor? Pullman,
yeah.
Yeah. So you've been
Pullman,
to Asia recently, right? You left Thailand to go to some other countries where they have
some other
Pullman airport hotels. So
yeah.
Is that the reason why I would go to an airport hotel? Because there's a lounge. I love airport hotels personally.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
You know, the lounge it's just convenient. I would say. I don't know. Then again, that's just information we don't have at the moment. Not really.
Yeah. Being in Europe, we don't have the same access to lounges as far as I could tell. Yeah, we do. We are very spoiled with lounges here. You know, we are. Back to some comments. We got lots of comments coming in. We'll continue the discussion. Mate, Michael is going to super thanks, $2.99 Aussie. I know that currency.
It was a chocolate milk.
I need to get the chocky milk and crack that open for Michael. What else we got here? We got lots of comments here coming in. Okay, this is a good one. Durian hasn't used his free night yet. Would we suggest he uses it now or wait until next month? I think for me, it depends. If you're going to stay at a property that you find's pricey, that you don't want to do a 2-night at because maybe the price is a bit too high, then obviously use it. I actually thought to myself today, I should check for this month for the Sofitel Legend Metropole and see if I can go and use my free night there before the end of the month, because that's a property that is, $300-$400 a night, and I don't really want to go and spend $300-$400 a night to stay there for 2 nights because I have to use my buy one get one. So what do you think around this, mate?
Yes, all to do what's your travel patterns or travel intentions or travel goals. I mean, you have to go to a country just to redeem your, depending where you're based in Asia or anywhere in the world. But obviously that will need to be redeemed in Asia. So where, and I've been
Durian's got an interesting situation where he has the ability to very easily go anywhere very easily.
Okay.
So let's say if you're based in Perth, which is where he's based, you could essentially get to Singapore. Like, for example, if I was to do it this month, I would say Singapore is a great location to use it, bang for buck. Yeah, but then again, you've got to go there for 1 night, and then you still got to pay for a second night anyway if you're probably going to stay in Singapore more than 1 night, but maybe you're doing a stopover. So I guess it depends on the value, right? What you're looking for. Also, I just look at what I got, chocolate milk.
That was all planned. That was planned.
And for anyone that missed it before, Michael, he shouted me a chocolate milk. So $2.99 for chocolate milk. If anyone wants to shout me a chocolate milk, you can do a super thanks. I don't know how to do them, but the 2 people have done them already today, which is a big thank you to us for bringing you the show and for my 365 venture. And yeah, you can shout me a chocky milk or buy me a coffee. We have all the links there. The other thing, I don't know, you saw this because you were with me at my event, but my snazzy sunglasses that I got from Accor.
Yeah.
Very cool. They've actually got they've got the Accor branding on it, guys. Look at that.
Yeah.
Logo. So I think they're pretty swift. What do you think?
Yeah.
Not bad, yeah? Not bad. Thank you, Garth Simmons, Chief Operating Officer at Accor, that is from him. And I also got this very cool charger, which now you guys can see because I have it out of the box. This charger, it's got the Accor branding on it, which I've been using every day. I sit it here on my desk. You can get, it's like a clock here, charge your phone. Your phone just flicks up on there. And then it's got here for your watch. So if you've got a watch, you can use that. And then on the back here for your headphones. So your headphones go there. And how groovy is that?
Yeah, it's like all included.
But how do you, like, how many of these do they have to make? Right?
So like we mentioned that. I mentioned that to you, right? Where do they sell them? Can you buy that?
Yeah.
Can you buy it? Right?
No, I don't think so. Like, is there an Accor store that is selling, branded, merchandise? I don't think so. I got the sunglasses. I've never seen anyone with those. If you guys have ever seen where you can buy these, let me know.
That could be interesting.
If you want some, you just have to stay 365 nights in Accor Hotels and you'll get one from Garth.
Yeah.
So very simple.
So
look
next
at this,
year,
mate.
You might get another
Chalky milk. Another chalky milk from Durian. One more chalky milk. You need a chalky milk. You should order a nice chocolate, mate, while you're there. But it's probably we'll need like at least $8 for a chocolate milk for Andre, mate. Yeah. We need like at least 200 baht, I reckon, at the Shangri-La for an iced chocolate.
Yeah, that's a good. I'll ask if they have, or they could just use ice cream and leave it on the counter for a bit, so it's going to be like chocolate cream, whatever.
Chocolate cream milk. Oh, Doreen said that Garth Simmons was on a loop repeat when I was at Gary A last week, the Banyan Tree channel, something about sustainability. Oh, mate, did you reach out to him? Let him know that you're following the channel. Yeah, I got a letter from him, which was really nice. I should find a letter. I can read it to you guys on the live. You read the letter there as well, Andre, in my room. It was in my room when I got back after the party. What do we got here? How many stays have you had the Accor TV channel on repeat for the whole stay? I have. Oh, yeah. Definitely. If it's not the Accor channel, then it is my YouTube on the TV the whole stay. So right now, I was going to say right now I'm playing my YouTube on my TV here, but it's actually Andre and me on the screen right now. I can see us over there. So we're playing there. We're live here, and we're playing over TV, there. We're on TV, and I can see Durian's comment there, and I can see the chalky milk. So, yeah, very cool. Some of these other comments, I've missed a lot of comments, guys. I'm sorry. Put your comments down below. We will get to them for sure, and then we'll continue talking about Accor Plus.
So Steven said, we won't set up a hotel, but we will choose a hotel. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. So that's in regards to our comment about staying at a particular hotel. What else we got here? We got so signature status is focused on for chasing diamond, where nights are no longer useful. That is correct, because diamond we can only get by using points. What else we got here? Oh, and Tobias earlier said that he loved his stay at Banyan Tree. That would be Banyan Tree, Bangkok. Can't complain one bit. And this is a comment from Stephen. We're talking about the dim sum buffet. I took Stephen and Kim from the Gold Coast in Australia. Big shout to you guys. They came over for the 365
Oh, hi, Stephen.
I
remember. Yeah, we met. Yeah.
You know Stephen. And we went to, we actually invited you to this, but you were already having a breakfast or a late breakfast with your missus. We had the dim sum, and he's saying he would stay at Novotel Siam Square to stay and pay the price just so he could have the dim sum buffet. Very cool.
Fair
and Durian said that the veranda, Chiang Mai, is a poor man's Four Seasons Chiang Mai. Four Seasons Chiang Mai, that's the one that has the elephants and everything, is it? Or was that Chiang Rai? I'm pretty sure that Four Seasons Chiang Mai, and Durian, you can confirm this, or Andre can confirm this for us. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that is the one that has the, has the elephants or whatever. Yeah.
It's possible.
Check.
Like they have like a special Or you can't see the elephants from the hotel.
I'm pretty sure like a century or something. Anyway, I'll hopefully Durian's still watching and he can comment on that about the. I'm pretty sure it's like an elephant century, that type of thing, right? Continuing on with the different comments here, we have what else we got here? We've got, as far as I can read, you cannot link. Yeah, we know we cannot link the Voyager and also Explorer. Hope they don't mess with the Accor Plus Program compatible signature. We hope not. I'm just going to go through all these comments that I've missed, guys, for you guys. And any other questions, drop them in the comments down below. And yeah, let me know what you think about the Accor Plus changes. And if you want me to ask Accor Plus any questions, also drop them below and I'll take note of that as well. This is from my Nan. Big shout out to Nan watching from Air in Australia. Just had dinner at the club. Great night. Yes. Exactly, Michael. Yeah, so Michael mentioned in regards to signature with the status points, the focus for chasing diamond, where nights are no longer useful. And then Tobias has gone exactly, Michael, which is why I hope they continue to coexist. They serve different purposes, but having both can be very handy in some cases. Michael has responded with, that's what I was thinking. There are two that are complementary. And hope they see that too. We do hope that, but you know what? We don't know what they see because they may see it as a different thing to what we see it as. Durian, we've answered his question. Yes, we answered your question around the free night. Where are you going to go? Well, now we've answered your question. Did you decide where you're going to go? Michael early with the chalky milk. I am on the chalky milk. It's very nice. I normally only have for breakfast. I have to recommend, guys, if you come to Thailand, 7-Eleven, it's everywhere. I was always getting the Meiji milk, Meiji or whatever it is, but this one is much better. Dutch mill selected. And all the milk here comes from Denmark. Very beautiful. Highly recommend. The discount that Cam spoke about before is exactly why Voyager become less interesting. It's an advantage, was lower price and 20% for luxury and 15% for mid-scale and premium worldwide. From January 26, all will be 15%. So yeah, correct. So essentially you have a small window where the 15 to 20% for luxury is going to be essentially still beneficial to be on Voyager, but after the 26th of January, that's being reduced down to 15%. So it's going to be better to have essentially a Accor Plus Explorer rather than Voyager. The Voyager will become cheaper, so more cheap than Accor Plus, but still you get 10 days and plus for Accor Plus Explorer, and all the discounts to Asia not applicable for Europe. I think it will depend on the travel pattern. Yeah, I think I read that Accor Plus Voyager will become for $199 instead of the $249, whatever it is. I think it's $219 or $229. You're saying that Gus Simmons was at Gary V. How many stays? We went through that. Oh, here we go. 4 Seasons Chiang Rai is actually a tented camp type setup and has elephants. That's the one that I was talking about.
Chiang Rai. Okay.
Chiang Rai. Yeah. You got back just in time to find out the answer.
Good. My life is
very cool.
Good timing.
Your life is perfect. And guys, we're caught up on questions. So if you have more questions, drop them in the chat. If you want to shout me a Chocky Milk or a more affordable Coke Light, then feel free to drop it, or shout Andre a drink as well. He's probably dying over there at the Shangri-La. You'll probably need to do more than $3 though, because I don't know if you could. Maybe you could buy a tea for $3. Like, what are we talking? Like 80 baht, 70 baht, maybe 80 baht. Is there anything on the menu for under 80 baht?
I think start about 120, 130. Like tea. 150.
Like tea.
Have discount.
Oh, discount. What's your discount at Shangri-La?
Like you get 10%, I think, just for being a member, like the basic level.
Oh, like a free member? Nice. Continuing on with our Accor Plus. So we have the renewals and transitions confusion. So people unclear regarding around the 1st of October transition. Should members cancel? Do they have to rejoin to benefit? Do complimentary nights carry over? They want to know, do I lose my 30 nights if I renew before January? Should I cancel and rejoin in October to get the better deal? Not sure what happens if my Accor Plus expires before October. These are all questions that people are having. These are all confusions that people are having. We'll obviously ask all these questions when I talk to Accor Plus, but essentially, from what I understand, is the 30 nights comes into play as of the 1st of October. I don't believe you're going to get gifted like the extra 10 nights or whatever. Let's say you got 20 early this year. I don't believe you're going to get gifted like an extra 10 nights on the 1st of October. I believe it's going to just be as of your membership. When it finishes, you'll get the 30 nights when you renew, from what I understand. And just a big thing to keep in mind, guys, is that Accor Plus, well, no matter what it is in terms of what it is now, because we're talking Explorer, Voyager, Signature, all that sort of thing, Accor Plus is separate to the Accor Live Limitless program. So Accor Plus is a benefits program, and essentially that's all the extra benefits you're going to get when you're staying, with the Accors, and essentially getting the 15% off, the 30% off, the discounted room rates. It's nothing to do with your status. It's nothing to do with you being a platinum member, with you being a diamond member. It's nothing to do with you guys being an actual member and what level you are. You're not losing your free breakfast. You're not losing any of those benefits, your lounge access. It's all going to be fine. So yeah, what's your thoughts around that confusion? I think they've made it pretty clear what's happening. As of 1st of October is when all the benefits are changing. If you renew or if you upgrade or whatever, become an Accor Plus member, you're going to be at 30 nights. It's pretty simple, right?
So in my situation, if I have, let's say, 10 nights, I renew my Accor Plus, that means I will have 40 nights.
Yeah, correct. Right? Yeah. So when's your Accor Plus run out?
I think like a few days ago. It ran out a few days ago. So I can wait until October.
Yeah.
And renew my Accor Plus, get 30 nights added to whatever I have achieved now or accumulated. Yep. And then I need to reach another 60 nights. Sorry, not another 60 nights. I need to reach 60 nights. So that means 20 nights by the end of the year. Yeah.
We're going to Chiang Mai for 3 weeks.
Yeah, we'll do Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai. We can see that 4 seasons.
And Chiang Rai, yeah, we can go check out the 4 seasons. Few more things that people have questioned is overall program value and comparisons. Long-term members are feeling undervalued. Frequent comparison to Hilton, IHG, who offer free breakfast, more consistent recognition. Again, this is different, right? Is Hilton and IHG giving free breakfast on a paid membership program? They're not, are they? It's to do with the status level.
Let's say the free breakfast. When I say free breakfast, there's some.
It's like continental, right?
Yeah. They use the word continental, but for example, let's use Hilton. If you're in the US or in some hotels in Canada, that they give you like a $10 credit, or if you go to high-end properties, can go up to $25. But remember, the coffee is $8 plus tip plus tax. So you might get like a croissant or something like that if you're lucky. So that's why the program is very appealing to if you're traveling to Asia or anywhere outside North America now. So if you have gold status, you would get complimentary breakfast, but no lounge access. Then if you have diamond, which is their top status, you would have complimentary breakfast and lounge access. Yeah. That's for Hilton. I'm just going to carry on. The IHG have the top status is also called diamond, which you can get. You not necessarily get lounge access or free breakfast, but then if you reach 40 nights, you can have something as a benefit. You can buy the lounge access for the whole year as one of your benefits when you reach 40 nights. From what I remember, it might have changed. Yeah, cool. And then Marriott, to get to the interesting status, which is called platinum, you need to get to 50 nights to get the complimentary breakfast and the lounge access. So that's coming back to what I mentioned before. 50 nights, 60 nights, there's it's 10 extra nights to reach the interesting level. Is it worth it? Is it easier to achieve than, let's say, any other programs? Depends where you're located. What's your travel schedule for a year ahead, let's say. And that's something I do actually with my business concept. I help people to strategize their year ahead. Obviously, that would be aimed at people with flexibility sometimes. But then again, there's strategies you can establish depending where you're located, where you're going to go, And sometimes if people have to travel for work anywhere in the world, that's when the loyalty programs are very interesting to consider. I mean, and because I've met a lot of people, oh, really? Like, I don't really know which program is the best. Well, they're kind of like similar, but it all depends what's your travel pattern, I would say, or travel schedule for the year. And then if you want to load down the cost by, I don't know, $2,000 over the year, because I figured out, hotel prices that were lower than they found, or things like that. But I think the main goal is, for me, myself, is to help people to have a strategy, so then the cost can go down almost by default, just by having good planning. Because we all know that hotel prices fluctuate. Could be a good deal sometimes, but sometimes, why is it so expensive? Oh, well, I don't know, there's like a big concert in that city and all the hotels are fully booked. That's the reason.
Yeah.
But
people don't understand like dynamic pricing, right?
Yeah. And that goes down to basic. Like, I have no flexibility. The chances are, well, I'm going to have to pay probably maybe sometimes 4 times the price for the same room, right?
Yeah, imagine the Novotel Siam Square at Christmas time. I think I looked at it. New Year's. I think I saw New Year's. I looked at it when I was there. I think when I was sitting there with Steve, I was like, wonder what this place is like at. It was like 12 or 14,000 baht.
Yeah. But that's going to be on the 31st. I've checked a lot of hotels recently. That's going to be the price, 12,000 and up.
And there's lots of deals. Like, there's lots of things where, like, you even have to book like a minimum 2 nights or something. And they're fully non-refundable. Yeah. So, like, you have to pay up front. You have to book a minimum of 2 nights. There's all these conditions, which is crazy. Yeah. Tobias has a question from a friend. First time going to Bangkok and Phuket in January. What do you recommend for him to see, do, and what hotels to stay at? Mate, I think you're the see and doer. I'll talk about the hotels.
Okay. See and doer. I need to know. Well, I'm curious about who's that friend, because I would love to talk to that person. And because my business model, we had many discussions. It's not like having the best deal. It's having a program for someone to have the maximum enjoyment, or when they travel, in terms of hotels, what they can do, little tips and tricks sometimes. And then, so the whole experience is at a level that the prices will be lower than, let's be honest, there's a lot of scams out there. I have no control on that. You have no control on that. But what we're doing is quite, proper, I would say. And then, it's just providing what I do. I just provide information to anybody who would like to know, okay, what can I do in Phuket? Well, there's different areas of Phuket. There's different hotel brands. There's different things to do, things to see. But sometimes you need to have like a personalized itinerary, or just to know what can I do there with the time frame I have. Remember that Phuket will be the high season, and Bangkok also in January, right? Yeah, in January.
January.
So yes,
higher
the prices, let's say, whatever you can find at 4,500 baht in July during the rainy season will be maybe 8,000 or 9,000, so almost double the price. But then again, it's all about having a strategy. Like, you have, let's use the word deals. There's deals out there, but we cannot predict what's going to be the final deal. Especially for hotels, because like you said, the prices are fluctuating. Do you book 6 months before, 3 months, or 3 days? Depends. It's all about, and what we do, that we have the average price throughout the whole 12-month calendar. If it's 6 times the price, there's something wrong. Or if it's 3
there's something wrong with something on.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we do. I think we had many chats about it. Like, we can provide information to people about, these are your options. If you want to do a river cruise on the nice river in Bangkok, there's different levels. Do you want the meal? Do you want buffet? Do you want fine dining? Do you want there's a banyan tree boat. I don't know if you heard of that one.
Really? So a banyan tree boat?
Yeah, because where I live, I see the boat every night. So so if you're staying in a banyan tree, I'm sure they have packages you can purchase from them directly, and I'm sure the price might be, there's might be some discounts. I have to check that actually. That's a very good point. And those kind of things. I assume that if you want to do it on the 31st of December, the prices will be higher. But January time, that could be one of the benefits for their high-tiered members they have at the Banyan Tree. Because they actually have their physical own boat. It's called Banyan Tree or Banyan Tree. And that's one of the things. But and then hotels, do they have lifestyle packages? Are you aware of that? Any Accor properties in Bangkok you mentioned about that the M Gallery one, they have something special. But that's something you can have a look as well, or create something, co-create something for the hotels to offer to their members. That's a good suggestion. And in terms of flights, what's a cheap flight within Thailand? Well, depending on the time of the day, do you have luggage? Do you have only carry-on? There's a lot of factors that when you travel, that's what we do. I have tried personally all the scenarios possible when it comes to travel. Like, what's the price for things? Oh, there's a normal price and there's a rip-off price, right? I got to the to Phuket airport in the summer. They know when the tourists are arriving, right? They're waiting for you. And then you need taxi. Yes, you're going to need taxi. You're not going to walk to your hotel. It's 30 kilometers away. But let's say you didn't book a hotel shuttle from your hotel. What do you do? What are your options? There's like people going to chase you down.
Or people are going to pay a ridiculous amount for, Grab or whatever. I mean, I use Bolt. I had to walk out onto the main road to get it. But, I saved so much money. It was insane.
And then but saying that, the taxis or transportation options in Phuket are slightly more expensive than Bangkok in general, because it's a tourist destination. For example, I know how much a taxi should cost, and then there was one lady with a sign, you need taxi, how much? And then she gave me like a inflated price for tourists. I said, I live here, like if you can do the same as Grab, I'll go with you. For example.
It's crazy,
right? But there's no, it's not a scam. You can pay with credit card. That's another thing that people might wonder, like, can you pay with credit card? Yes, most places now in Thailand. And then, if you can do
we
the
accept
same
credit
price,
cards.
we accept credit cards. Like, those are the things that I would say make the whole experience a bit more pleasant or enjoyable, right? But and now that's your turn now with the hotel. Which hotel are you talking on the Accor hotels now?
We're talking Accor hotels. We're talking about Accor hotels. I mean, we've already chatted about this. You're from, European nations, so already, depends on obviously the Sofitel Second Week's one that everyone wants to stay at, but there's so many options, and it all comes down to what you want. I think it comes down to the price at the time as well, what bang for money, bang for buck you can get. And I think, say, for a member that's a new member doesn't have, say, a status, I think, for example, it would be beneficial to maybe look at some of the properties that have lounges, and maybe then, maybe you don't pick something like the Sofitel where you have to spend a fortune to get lounge access. Maybe stay with something like a Pullman or something, or a Novotel, booking a lounge access room. So you're still paying a lot less money than what you would be, say, those other properties, but you're getting all the benefits. So, for example, the Novotel Sling 20 with their new lounge offering might be a really good location, number one, and then number two, a really good lounge offering. So, like, something like that would be kind of my suggestion. In Phuket, I mean, even as a Accor Plus member at the Grand Mercure Phuket Patong, you get access to the lounge there. It's only open throughout the day, 11 till 5, I think it is, but it's soft drinks, it's tea and coffee, it's food, and that's complimentary, even from Silver. So
that's good.
That's really cool, yeah. So I think there's many options we can look at, but definitely maybe, Tobias, we can link up with your friend with Andre as well, and he might be able to do some of the planning, and then I can book the hotels once we work out what the best to do is. Something really interesting. We got a few more shout outs. We got Sky, who said hey, and we've also got Tracy, who's in Bali Airport. Howdy as well.
That's your mom, right?
She just made it to
Tracy's
Bali,
your
yeah.
Mom, right?
Yeah, she just made it.
Oh,
so
good.
shout out.
Hi to Tracy.
And this is funny.
Is she staying at the Novotel at the airport?
No, she's not.
No,
Ibis
okay.
Styles,
Okay.
I like you on, mate. I think is the best bang for your buck in Bali. Look at this. Durian said, check the price in Chiang Mai for one night. Searches on the All website, Wild Ibis Styles. Now, mate, you don't have to go searching because I've done it for you. Look at this.
17,000 baht. You can buy the room for that, right?
17,100 baht for the Ibis Styles Chiang Mai. That is ridiculous. That's around $500 US for one night.
Look
the
at
veranda.
It's 10.
It's cheaper. It's only 10,000. Now this is something crazy, right? Look at that, 17,000. That's plus taxes, another 3,000 on top. So we're talking 20,000 baht for that room, yeah, for one night. Now this is really cool. You know about like Accor's price calendar where you can see the pricing.
Yeah.
And when we were talking about before, we're like, if we know the average price, like, right? So like we know that we can go, well, something must be on, something must be happening. Now you can clearly see that when we look at the price calendar. Here's the price calendar. Can you see? Pick the day in which something's happening. This is the Ibis Styles Chiang Mai.
It's not on a Tuesday, but it's not on a Thursday. So I think it's on a Wednesday.
And check out the price on Monday and Saturday and Sunday. It's 900 baht, and then it goes to 17,000. That's insane.
But is it
so
like
guys,
Madonna is there or something? Like Madonna.
Maybe it's Madonna. Yeah, Madonna might be there. Yeah, it's crazy. Like that is insane. So crazy. So this here, right? This price calendar shows you guys all the pricing. You can see. It shows you the daily, nightly rates. So you can see something obviously on. Now, something I want to tell everybody. This is a little trick of the trade. Durin said it's for the Loy Kathrong Festival. There you go. I don't know what that is. I need to look that up. I haven't heard of that before. Which is weird because I'm in Thailand. We probably should know this. Do you know what that is, Andre?
I've never heard of that.
Loy Kathong Festival. We're probably saying it wrong too. So something I want to show you guys is here is the rate calendar. If you were to book, say, from the 3rd until the 6th, you can see on the 3rd, the rate's 955 baht. The 4th's 2,200, and then it's 17,006. So what will happen is your price will just be absolutely ridiculous at this time. It will be crazy for that period, right? Where if you were to book, say, the nights as a nightly, it will be cheaper for you. So essentially what I suggest doing is, let's say you obviously wouldn't stay on the 5th unless you really needed to, but you would book 3rd to the 4th, and then you might book 6th to the 7th. So that way it will be cheaper rather than pushing the rate up for the entire period. So that's a little trick of the trade, guys. But yeah, that's crazy. That is the price of the Ibis Styles Chiang Mai during that festival time, which is absolutely nuts. Durian, that is wild. Love your find. I want to know when you found a crazy price. One of the suggestions would be like something like, Taylor Swift might be in Australia, Sydney, and you can see instantly the price. So when Ed Sheeran's there, the price just goes through the roof. It's crazy. Lux coming here from the Great Indian Points and Miles Show. Great live stream today. Thanks, mate. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining the show. And then something else that I want to tell everybody is that I am part of the Indian Points and Miles Show community as well. And I'm going to be joining the team on a members-only live stream on Tuesday evening. It's going to be at 10:30 p.m. On Tuesday evening, Indian time, IST time. That's going to be midnight Wednesday here in Bangkok, or it's going to work out to be like 3 a.m. Sydney, Brisbane time. So get the only person I think that might work for this may be Tobias in Norway. The time zone might be good for you. It might be like just after you finish work. but everybody else, it may be a struggle. But yeah, if you are a member, and this is a really cool, great show, right? Is the Indian Points and Miles Show. Is a really cool show if you're into points and miles and that type of thing. It's a cool community, and they've just launched their members program, so I'm going to be on there talking everything Accor as well. Mate, you're going to duck off soon?
I'm having problems with my headphones.
Oh, really? Not good.
Can you hear me, though?
Yeah, I've got you. Yep. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, but it's not like it's through my computer, so I don't know if there was a lot of background noises and stuff.
No, it's fine. No, I think I can hear you fine. So anyone has any questions, drop them in the chat down below. But yeah, it's been a great live stream today, going through everything Accor. I guess what I want to know before you do go is what's your favorite Accor property?
You asking me the question?
I am asking you the question.
Okay, so I recently went.
If you can hear me,
Sofitel
yes, it's working.
In Seoul, in South Korea. It's
Okay.
apartment or residences and hotel.
Yes.
That was one of the, if not the best properties. Brand new. It's about 2 years old, I think. And that was amazing. The lounge, you had a view on the tallest building in, I like buildings in general in Seoul. The Lotte Tower, it's called. It's the tallest tower.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so you have that view when you have your breakfast. It was quite something. And then you have the park around the hotel, shopping mall connected to it. But in terms of a hotel, it was very much of a French flair. So the cuisine and the ingredients they were using was very European and very high quality. So that was my very good memory of that stay at that hotel in Korea. I would probably say that one is my favorite one at the moment.
Very cool.
Residences in Seoul, South Korea.
And the GM just come back from the Sofitel Damansara, Kuala
Lumpur? Yeah. So
the
irony of this, I met the GM there, and then I was in. He just told me I was in helping the hotel in Kuala Lumpur, and then I spoke to you after that. It's like, well, I know him, that person. Yeah, it's the same person. It's like, wow, what a coincidence. But I didn't know when I met him, so that's why it's a small world.
So cool. And finally, before you go, I just want to know about, you talked about earlier going to the Sofitel Metropole, the Sofitel Legend in China. You'll tell us about this?
It's called the Sofitel Legend. Xi'an. So what was very interesting about that property in China is a Grand Hotel Xi'an, it was called Sofitel Legend People's Grand Hotel. The hotel opened in 1953.
1953.
Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously, they got rebranded maybe 11 years ago, I think, to a Sofitel brand. But you could feel the history in the building. It was a bit creepy, but not really, because it felt very fresh. But there was a lot of important people, including myself, had the chance to visit that hotel and stay there. But it was pretty impressive. And obviously, it's not a bit. I think there was about 53 rooms, if I'm not wrong, something like that.
Not many.
72. I got the number 53 for whatever reason. 72 rooms, I think. It's a small scale hotel, but what they've done, it was like a diplomatic hotel. But remember, in China, 1953, so all the key people of the world had the chance to stay there. Yeah, because that city Xi'an was the departing city for the Silk Route back in the day. So there's very and that hotel I think was the first one to open, like the first 5-star for hotel for diplomatic people in Xi'an, China. So breakfast was, you had the option of a la carte and buffet style breakfast, and then they had a lounge, but the lounge was like a diamond display. It was a bit weird. I have some photos. Next time we have our podcast, we can come back on that one. I'll show some photos. because that was nothing like I've seen before, with like relics of people and things like that in the lounge. It's kind of like a cigar lounge, but converted for the elite members in the evening for the evening cocktail. So yeah, they
That's
had
cool.
a selection. Yeah, that was quite impressive. And the location is right in the middle. And then what's interesting, they had a Sofitel next door that had the all-day dining restaurant, because they didn't have that sort of restaurant for all-day dining. And they had the Grand Mercure in the same kind of like complex. Yeah, it was very interesting.
Oh yeah, you showed me that, like, it was like the sign. Yeah, there was like a sign at the front and it had like all the different hotels on it in the one complex.
Yeah.
And
So
it
for
had a normal
example-
Sofitel as well as a Sofitel Legend. Yeah,
Huh?
it had a normal Sofitel and the Sofitel Legend, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sofitel
Crazy.
felt a bit more like the Pullman in Hanoi.
Oh,
Similar
you stayed at
style.
both.
Yeah. So was it really okay? My question was there a need to have two Sofitels next to each other? I know there were different levels of Sofitels, but I don't know. But it was very convenient to have the all-day dining in one place and having breakfast at the other place, I would say. And you could charge to your room as well, because they're all kind of owned by the same person, I think. Was very interesting.
So cool. Very cool. Well, thanks for your time, there, mate.
Raffles Jakarta is
Yeah,
your
actually,
favorite
just
one,
go through these here. So we got Durian has given all of his favorites. So he said hard to pick a favorite, but there's somewhere I like the breakfast, the service, the lounge, etc. So we have the favorite food and beverage, Swiss Hotel pick. That's in Jakarta. Very nice. Favorite room, 25 hours, Odd Bird Jakarta. That's interesting. I haven't stayed there, but I think it's a very very interesting hotel. I don't know how else to explain it. It's very artsy. Yeah. I haven't been there, but I want to go and have a look. But I've heard mixed things. I've heard some people love it. You either hate it or you love it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of look and style of it. Favorite location, the Move and Pick Boracay, which is in the Philippines, stunning beach shared with Shangri-La. You know what? I have seen there is a lot of properties we are getting, guys, in the Philippines. There are a lot more coming on, which is very exciting. You know about my rate drop. So I've got rate drop, which is really which would work really well with any of your clients that are booking in advance. But I actually saw a rate drop the other day for a property that I didn't even know existed in the Philippines. It was on the island of Cebu. It must be one that only come on board not long ago. It looks like a brand new property. It was absolutely beautiful. And it was called the South Palms Resort and Spa, Pangalo. I'll put it in the chat so you guys can have a look at it. It's an M Gallery collection. It looks absolutely beautiful. So I highly recommend having a look at this, guys, and we will obviously try and get to this property at some point. But this one here, the South Palms Resort and Spa Pangalo M Gallery collection. But yeah, so it looks like there's going to be more and more properties. I know there's going to be another Mercure in Cebu by the end of the year. It's a rebrand of Hilton Garden Inn. So that's coming. So yeah, very cool. Favorite location for Durian is the Move and Pick Boracay. Best value by far, Raffles Jakarta. Absolutely. The value for money there is incredible. What you can get there. It's also available on a third night free a lot of the time with 100 US property credit. Incredible property. Beautiful property. I've done a video on that. You guys will see. It's amazing. Tobias says he loves how you've categorized them, Durian. Thanks for sharing with the rest of us. Really cool. And, new property open on Bohol, Pangalo. Yeah, a bit expensive. It is a bit expensive. I looked at the price. Yeah, that's the one. It looks a bit expensive, but it looks beautiful. So let's hope it must be doing well if it's that price, right? Best Accor in Phuket. What do you think? I've only been to Pullman. 5. Yes, I've heard Pullmans are amazing in Phuket. Pullman Karong?
Maybe the one
Which Pullman did you go to?
Is it Bang Tao? I think there's a Pullman, right? Bang Tao.
Oh, I don't know. Did it rebrand? I thought the one in Bang Tao wasn't there.
I think
I didn't think there was a Pullman in Bang Tao.
It was a few like that.
Oh yeah.
There's one in
Yeah, it's Pullman, Phuket, Arcadia, Nathon Beach.
maybe?
Nathon Beach. Nathon?
Because I went the one in Pantai, I think. I went there for like an evening. Pantai,
There's so many.
Pantai Beach. There's 4, I think, Pullmans.
Yeah, there's heaps. And I'll get to them all very soon as well, guys. So we'll be able to get some good videos on those properties very soon. So, yeah. So, which one? I'm just thinking what one you're talking about. Pullman. Because there is Arcadia. There is Arcadia Nathon Beach.
Maybe
there is also
Arcadia.
Penwa and then Carong.
Arcadia before.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so that's
to Pullman. That's Cara Beach.
Yep. Caron, Caron used to be the Hilton. It's a huge property, right? There you go. Yeah. Steve said it there. Pullman Phuket, Caron Beach is hands down the best Accor property in Phuket we have stayed. There you go. So I haven't stayed at any of the Pullmans. I've stayed in Phuket. I've only stayed at 3 properties: the Novotel Kamala Beach, the Grand Mercure Phuket Patong, and the Novotel Phuket Vintage Park. All good for their own kind of things. But if I had to pick one, I think I'd have to go the Grand Mercure Phuket Patong. Definitely for the members, the benefits are good. For me, I don't really like Phuket that much, but I can see the benefits of, why people would love to go there and that type of thing. I really love Koh Lak. I love the Pullman and also the Grand Mercure Koh Lak. They're both beautiful properties. That's where I would spend my time. And you're saying Pullman. And Steve's also saying Pullman, Phuket, Caron Beach, which is really cool. And Durian's asked, can you tell us more about Rate Drop? Yeah. So Rate Drop is still kind of in testing, but it is going pretty well, where people can log your flexible Accor bookings on Rate Drop. So you can go to the website and you can become a member, essentially just register. It's free to sign up. You can track 3 bookings for absolutely free, no cost. And essentially what we do is we check the rates every single week. And if the price drops, then we rebook it for you at the lower price and let you know to cancel the original booking. And this is the website. You guys can sign up on there. And then we also have paid memberships programs where you can pay from the lowest plans, $15 a month, or we can do like a yearly plan. And then from there, you can actually get daily rate drops. So essentially where we're checking the price every single day, and we can save you money on your hotel bookings, which is really cool. So that's the website, ratedrop.bebaffled.com. Tobias, Pullman Panwa is awesome, little old but being renovated. However, Pullman Arcadia is probably the better of the 2. I heard Caron is stunning and probably the best, and see others confirm that as well. Very cool. So that's hopefully that gives you some information. Is it Gokal? Krishna? Best Accor properties in Phuket. If anyone else has any suggestions for Gokal, they can also put them in the comments down below. Let him know there as well. Anything else from you, mate? Anything else on your side, Andre, you want to talk about?
I think we should schedule another episode of our podcast and show to our viewers all the nice photos, because I'm sure you have a lot of videos, photos, and things, and do like a montage or something, just to show people like especially like some specific properties, like they're special, it's like food and things. I know you cannot taste it, but it's always good to have an idea just before booking, even like, or even, I visit properties not every day, but frequently, just to have an idea, about the location, basic stuff. Sometimes, like, do they smoke in the lobby? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they don't, but sometimes, the location, traffic, noise, and things like that, or just visiting rooms sometimes, because most hotels, obviously it's quite a fierce competition here, especially in Bangkok. Like, are the hotels full? Not necessarily, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Something else. Something else I'll talk about as well is something that I'm going to do in the future, guys, coming up very, very soon, is I'm going to be launching essentially as of Monday, I believe it's going to be. As of Monday, I'm going to be doing a video series on essentially my album that I released. So within this album release, so I'm going to release essentially the 10 songs that are on the album, the 365 Nights That Changed Me album that I've released. If you guys haven't heard it, you can check it out. It's streaming on Spotify, also on Apple Music. You guys can check that out on there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be releasing it on YouTube. Now, not going to be the full songs, but what I'm going to do is, as of Monday, I'm going to essentially, for each song, I'm going to show you guys, talk about the song itself, what it's about, the meaning behind it, why I wrote it, that type of thing. Because the whole album essentially is a story of my whole 365 nights of me staying in Accor Hotels. So what I want to do is I want to release it to everybody. I want everybody to hear it because I've had a lot of people that say, I don't have Apple Music, I don't have Spotify, I want to watch it on YouTube. So that's fine, no issue at all. If you guys can support by buying it on Apple iTunes or Amazon Music, anything like that, that's amazing. But if not, it's okay. We're going to release it on YouTube. It's going to be the first video is going to be released on Monday. So I'm going to be essentially doing next week. We're going to run all those videos through, and then the week after as well. So you guys can see all 10 songs from the album, and you can get an idea about the actual meaning behind every song as well. So that's something that I'm going to be releasing very soon. But yeah, I'd also love to know in the chat what else you guys want to see. I'm looking at doing in the future breakfast series. So for Bangkok here especially, I'm going to be going around to all the properties and filming some of the breakfast offerings that they have, as well as, of course, the executive lounges. I know the executive lounges, the premier lounges, the club lounges, all the lounges around and what people want to see. You want to see what you can get, what value for money you can get, what you at the different properties, and that is something that I am going to do for you guys. So yeah, if there's anything else that you guys want, then definitely drop a comment down below. I'm also going to be doing a China series as well. Very soon, I'm going to be going to a place called Sanya, which is in Highland Island. If you guys saw my video on Sofitel Haikau, this is on the same island down the bottom. It's like what they call like the Hawaii of China, which is very, very cool. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that as well, which is going to be amazing. So yeah, still going to be going to hotels. We're not finishing the channel. The channel's not going to be stopping. Still going to be going, and yeah, still releasing content for you guys. Won't be as often because obviously at the moment we're releasing content every single day, which has just been absolutely crazy. But yeah, I'll still be releasing content. I'll still be, answering any questions you guys have. If you have any travel inquiries, you can obviously always reach out to me. You can email me, cam@bebaffled.com.au. There's obviously the rate drop as well, where you guys can save money on your hotel bookings. You can go and sign up to that today. It is absolutely free to join. You guys can go to the website ratedrop.bebaffled.com. And like I said, absolutely free. You can jump on there, you can join, and you can start looking at your hotel bookings. Absolutely free membership for up to 3 bookings. So you can monitor at any one time. So we can check the pricing for you, and it's very, very simple and easy for us to do. So yeah, so cool. So that's all the things I have to cover there. Just waiting for Andre to get back to say goodbye. Some of the other things that in regards to the Accor Plus, people are asking about the stuff around Accor Plus China. So that's something else that I want to talk about in the future. I'm going to be doing another video on Accor Plus China and essentially how that works. We also won't know until essentially the release on what's going to happen. I will be asking more questions around that side of things when it comes to Accor Plus and when I do my interview with someone from Accor Plus, and that's going to come out in the next couple of weeks as well. So yeah, if there's anywhere in Bangkok that you especially want to see, please let me know. Reach out to me, let me know online, tell me if there's a place that you really want to see. I'll do my best to get in there and check it out for you guys over the next few weeks while I'm here in Bangkok. Going to be going back to Bali again soon, Indonesia, having more things to do there. It's going to be really, really cool. So some of the positives in regards to the Accor Plus changes as well is going to be the cheaper annual fee. So down to $340 for Australia. Welcome back, Andre. He is back. You're getting 2+ nights now. Buy one, get one, seen as an improvement by some. So now instead of you getting 1 free night, you're getting 2 buy one, get ones. 30% off dining, 15% off drinks. Which is really cool. So I was just talking about my album release, mate. We actually played my entire album at the finale party, which is really cool. Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute. Your microphone is on mute. We cannot hear you. I can see you talking, but I cannot hear you. You might be having some technical difficulties with your microphone, it looks like, as he tries to fix that up. Yeah. So I'll just talk about the takeaways from the Accor Plus while Andre gets his microphone working. So in regards to the dining downgrade is the number one pain point that people have. The tier inflation worry in regards to members fearing for the lounge access. Now your microphone's working, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, there he is. The transition rules being unclear, the comparison to other competitors, whether it's still a good option to be with Accor. I think by far Accor's still the best membership program and the best essentially value for money you can have. So let's just see what happens in regards to that. So I'll be interviewing someone from Accor Plus in the future. It's going to be very cool. Back to the album. What do you think? The album release at the party. We played the full album. We spent a lot of time getting those little lyric videos working. What do you think?
I think my favorite one is the check-in, check-out.
I actually have.
That's
you like it?
The classic song of your album, I think, or should be the top song. Like any album's got one or two good songs, and the rest it's okay. But I think your best one is check-in, check-out. Just summarizes the whole challenge you had. To be honest.
It's very cool, actually, because people can, if they look up on like Apple Music or Spotify, it actually shows you like what are the top songs, right? Which is really interesting because at the moment it shows my top song as 1 Year, One Dream, then Check In, Check Out is number 2. See that? And then Wing It Like Reggie. So that's apparently the
Check In, Check Out
the
a second. Okay.
Apparently, yeah. But I mean, I think by far it's my favorite of the album, for sure. It's very cool, yeah. So let's hope for firstly we're hoping for the limitless status. If Accor gives me limitless status, we do have another album coming out as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, and big thank you from Tobias to you, mate, as well. Thank you for taking the time to share.
All the nice chats and comparisons. That's what we need. We need people to share the experiences as well. It's very important. Like you've been to places, I've been to places, but then we know a lot of people that have been to many places as well, and it's always good to compare, share, analyze, and we go deep here. But that's what we need to know, right? Because hotels are changing as well. Management is changing. The experience is changing because of management sometimes, or they need to be aware of what's going on in their properties,
Correct. Yeah. And that's something maybe in the future we can do. We'd love to get you guys on the show as well. So, like, for example, Tobias did a really, a nice trip in Bali. Lots of what I'd say luxury or the higher end side of things for the properties he stayed at. So it might be really cool to get him on in a future episode that works with the time zone. And you can talk all about your Bali adventure and all the property you stayed. I think having some property recaps would be really cool for members. So if you guys are interested, Drew and I'd love to get some recaps on your properties. I really want to know about Gary A in Jogja. I want to know how that was. Yes, and so sad you couldn't make it to the party. It would have been awesome if you were there. But yeah, so cool. Tobias says that Wing It Like Reggie is his favorite song. It's because he wants the exciting upbeat one. You're going to love the next album, mate. You're going to love the next album is going to be so exciting. There's so many cool songs on it. There's lots of upbeat. There's lots of excitement. It's very, very cool. And some really cool songs that are going to, I think, be even better than the first album, to be honest. I've got a really cool song that's going to come out, and it is called Upgrade Roulette. And points don't lie.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Good. So I'm excited for that. It might even be better than Wing It Like Reggie. So let's see. Okay, so and Michael's just back from dinner. So Michael's at a Mercure property at the moment, and he's at a property where the restaurant isn't attached to the hotel. Like, it's attached. It's a sports club, right? So the sports club doesn't participate in the program. So he gets no discounts there, but the Mercure's there, and he still can earn points there. So they bill it to his room, and he can still earn points. So he's going for platinum status this year, and he's going for diamond status next year. So yeah, you can see there, so full, and another 158 status points from dinner. So cool. Appreciate the Durin. Appreciate the contribution to the channel as well, and hopefully we can catch up again soon. You'll have to come back to Bangkok, and you can meet Andre as well.
Yeah,
Awesome.
sure. I'm always willing to meet interesting people and help people with their travel planning and strategies. You know, that's what I do for a living. So anyone interested, please give me a shout. I can put my out to reach me out. I'm on social media, everything. So the best way is to go on my website. I think you can book like a free consultation, you know, just to discuss and see how we can maximize your points or figure out the best long-term strategy to benefit of travel, you know, experiences. So here you go. Here,
this is the website. Andre's website, guys. You can follow that link, and people can book with you there, and they can touch base with you. And if anyone, I'm sure Andre's the same. If anyone is in Bangkok, you want to catch up, we're both based in Bangkok. So if you want to catch up, we're generally catching up once a week at least. We're always happy for someone to come along, have some barbecue with us or some sushi.
Some shrimps on the barbie.
Hopefully this time not sushi that makes me violently ill. I couldn't believe that last week.
Sushi on the Barbie. No, we won't have sushi on the Barbie.
Yeah, we did have sushi. No sushi on the Barbie. No. Yeah, Drew, we'd love to see you. Drew, he's also a moderator on the YouTube. So maybe I'm thinking before, maybe Drew didn't like your comment, Tobias, and he booted it. Maybe that's why, because he is a moderator on the channel. So that might have been what happened, or maybe he did it accidentally. Michael, thanks, Andre. Could be good for America trip as Accor not as viable. Yeah, what's your knowledge on America? US
for Accor, just in
no,
US of A.
I think not. So I think not going to be as viable for Accor, is it?
I mean, there's some Novotels. There's a handful of Sofitels, and then but Fairmont is very big though, in a way that. But Fairmont is very high end, even in the States, you know. But are they opening a lot of new Fairmonts? Like in Canada, there's about 8 or 9, I think, in Canada, just Fairmont brand hotel, because the brand is from there. But they kind of fit into like a very high end IG. Yeah, IG is probably the best one in North America at the moment, because the issue is that everyone's got status with Hilton and Marriott. And then we mentioned about how crowded the lounges are or can be. That is the side effect or the aftermath of everyone's got status, right? And if you go to business hotels, everyone's got status. If you go to
we got a special guest. Well, we got a special guest. We need to bring him in.
Okay.
Here we go. We got Steven.
Howdy, everybody.
Hello.
Stephen, we spoke about you earlier. I told them you're going to a Sofitel somewhere in the world. Where are you? Oh,
Not a Sofitel in Bangkok, no.
You're somewhere at a Sofitel in the world.
The Sofitel Macau.
Sofitel Macau.
Oh.
It is the International Fireworks the Macau International Fireworks Weekend. So at 9 o'clock and 9:40, Australia and South Africa will be doing their fireworks displays. We are in the lounge. It is 6:50. It is not busy in the lounge.
Really?
We found a seat right away. Gucci took care of us and got us in here too. So it's busy, but it's not busy. There's still seats. So let me see if Gucci's around. Where is she?
Gucci's there, guys. Everybody, Gucci from Sofitel Macau came to our event,
It's
the
the
finale
best.
event,
Yes, she went to his finale event in. Uh,
and Stephen did not.
I see her now. Hold on, I'm gonna see
She
if I
she
can
doesn't
find
even
her.
know this is happening. She doesn't even know this is
Oh, she's
happening.
coming. I'm gonna say. Oh
Everybody,
wait, she
put
put
the
this.
comments about Gucci in the chat right now. Put the comments in the chat. We're going deep here.
Oh,
Here we go.
sorry, we're back. I was walking too fast.
Oh.
She's putting some drinks down, so I called her over. So
Okay,
so we'll put
we
her
wait
on
for the
camera
drinks. Here we
and
go. Here we go, guys.
best lounge host ever.
The best.
Amazing secrets. So here she comes. I'm gonna tell her she's on camera. Cameron's on a live stream. He wants to say hi.
Hi, Tim.
Hello.
Richie.
You're live. You're live to everybody.
How are
Say
you?
hello to
You're on live
everybody.
stream.
In your life.
He's live right now.
Yeah, you're in the live right now. We're live streaming everywhere.
Yes, okay. I'm still working.
You're
Yes,
still
glad
working.
to see you.
Andre's
Yes.
here as well.
I know you're busy.
Yes, I'm with.
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah, Andre's here. Yeah.
yes.
We're all here.
3 of us are together.
Everybody,
Hi.
everybody is on the live stream, all saying hello to you. Look, Stephen just commented, "Hello,
Everyone?
Gucci. We'll come visit."
Yes. Oh,
We told them
they
to
call
come
you
visit
Stephen.
you. Yeah.
Yes, come visit me.
He said come visit you. Yes. So we said if you come to Macau, you have to stay at the Sofitel and you have to visit Gucci. So
Correct.
Have to visit
Yes.
Gucci, number one
Happy to-
lounge person. So good to see you.
yes, and
Bye-bye.
she's got to go back to work. She got busy all of a sudden.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah, so it's
Understand.
wonderful. Amazing views from the lounge, amazing views from the rooms. She gave me secrets about getting through immigration back into China. There's a ferry port right next to the hotel. And if you
There
take the
is.
ferry about 5 minutes, you go through immigration and then you're on the Chinese side versus taking a taxi to the train station and going through with the thousands of people. She said there's maybe never more than as many people on the ferry. So 30, 40 people at a time going through immigration that way versus going through the thousands of people leaving, taking taxis
cool.
and shuttle buses over. So, because all the casinos have a free shuttle bus from the the train station in La Huai train station. So every casino has a shuttle bus every 5 minutes to the casinos free. So she said it's so much easier. And tomorrow's a public holiday here. So she said it's easier, totally easier that way to get back.
To do that.
So
That's
I'm
so
going to
cool.
get back to eating and drinking. So I'm going to sign out on
Oh,
you guys. It was wonderful to stay.
Can you show us
You wanna see
the
the
lounge
lounge?
offerings? We want to see the
Sure.
lounge. We want to see the guys. This is a lounge tour right now. See if we can see the spread because guys, the night I was there, we had like ribeye steak in the lounge. Couldn't believe it. Have you ever had a ribeye steak in the lounge?
Okay.
Have they got ribeye tonight?
Right, so
Oh, we got to be
I'm
quiet,
gonna give
guys.
you a
We're
little
announcing the lounge.
whirly-woo. When you
this
walk
is
in,
this is live.
we're sitting over here, and then it's pretty busy. And our food selections, it is not prime rib today. It was a German sausage, which is
German sausage. We might be losing him. Might be getting that.
there we go. That was very
Oh, it's
delicious. Some really good bread pudding, some chicken wings. They're not veggie chicken wings, but chicken wings. Gnocchi with arrabbiata, and then like a beef stew and 2 seafood noodle dishes. Apples galore, some fresh salads, fresh fruit, little finger sandwiches, our salad bar, and desserts, bread, and booze. So, and coffee
Very cool.
and wine. This wonderful
Coke-
Shiraz,
no
which I
Coke
was
Light.
having. No Coke
No
Light.
Coke Light, guys. Only Coke
So,
Zero, guys.
BYOB Coke Light.
Yeah.
And they
Coke
don't sell
Light.
Coke. So they've rebranded Coke in China, so there's no more Coke Diet Coke. So you actually
wow.
buy it, and they import it through Hong Kong on Taobao, and so it's
Really?
really almost the same price. So I paid maybe $2
Wow.
more for a case. So I paid like 15 US, which would be the same price in America for a case of Diet Coke, and $2 extra.
Wow.
I paid 17 to have it delivered, 24-pack of Diet Coke directly to my house on Taobao. Thanks, Taobao, for being so wonderful. And
Not sponsored.
hold on, I'm going to switch back to front camera.
So cool.
It's not, there it goes. All right. And I'm going to go get some food on and some drink on. It was wonderful sharing with everybody.
And what room did you get? Did you get an
I
upgrade?
hope you have a great weekend.
What room did you get?
We got to start planning trips for people.
Yeah, everybody needs to come everywhere.
We got to generate some revenue between the three of us.
What room did you get?
All right, I'll see you later.
Ciao. Okay, we will find out from Stephen later what room he got. How cool is that? Andre, still with us, mate?
No, my headphones are not working properly, so I'm in like in a public place, and I'm sure you can hear a lot of random noises.
No, we're good. We're good. We got a few more comments here. Durian said hi, and we got Ravindra. Love your videos. I'm an Accor Platinum member. Is it worth upgrading to Diamond? What do you think? Is it worth upgrading? I think, of course, especially with the new Accor Plus changes, there's going to be more people that are going to be, they're going to be essentially gold members and then platinum members. So I highly recommend. I think Diamond is really where you need to be these days to get all the benefits. You know, you've seen from the videos the really cool stuff. We do get faster internet. So maybe if Stephen, he just dropped back to platinum, maybe he was still Diamond, he would have had faster internet and we would have had a better stream distance connection. Maybe. Michael, is the IHG backup, is it with the paid program or only via normal status climb? What else we got here? Michael said to buy a standard.
You can buy the paid program,
you can buy?
which is about $250 per year, which then you get platinum status. But the only downside is you just get platinum, but you get buy one, get one night free, but only usable at Intercontinental, which is a high-end level of IHG. So you cannot use your buy one, get one free weekend nights.
Oh, you can't?
Outside the Intercontinental, and you have a handful of them around the world. So if you happen to live in Middle America, there's no Intercontinental there, for example. So you need to focus on, and it's only the weekend. So let's see, weekend means Saturday, Sunday. So it has to be 2 nights. So it's kind of similar to what's going to happen with the Accor. So you have to book 2 nights, first of all, it has to be a weekend. And then they're going to charge probably a higher price for the first night. So it's technically 50% off. Then the concept of free night, you know, that we're all trying to analyze here.
Yeah, very cool. So Rinda said, thanks for suggestions. Cheers. And then we got all those shout outs to Gucci from Steve. Durian said Cam has friends everywhere. He does, Tobias says. He then follows it with, in Bali, the man was a celebrity. We were eating dinner at one hotel and people come up seeing him on YouTube wanting photos. Yeah, that was quite funny. It was we were having dinner at the Handwritten Collection. This happens all the time, but we were having dinner at the Handwritten Collection, mate. You won't believe it. And we're out, like outside, we have like all the tables. It's like a on the beach kind of thing. And this old guy walks over and he's like, "Are you the guy from the YouTube?" And I was like, yeah. We had a little chat. He's very excited. And I asked him, like, if he was a member, which he wasn't. He just said, "Oh, there's nothing good to watch on TV. So I watch your videos and then I just see where I like and then I just come and stay." And he was staying there for 2 weeks. So he was staying at the Handwritten Collection, New Steel Beach Hotel, for 2 weeks because he saw my video. He went and sat down, and then about 10 minutes later, he come back and said, "Oh, can I get a photo? I really want a photo with you." So that was quite funny. And you said to Michael that IHG is quite good in North America. I think as well, Andre, I don't know about if you know this, but I think with Best Western as well, I know that within Best Western, they do a lifetime status match thing. Like I'm the highest member
you
with
can do
Best
that as well,
Western. So, I mean, that's something I would do. If you're Diamond or Platinum with Accor, you can status match to Best Western and then you get all the benefits. And, their benefits are nothing like Accor. You're getting like a, free bottle of water, stuff like that. But still, it's still something, Very cool. Doreen said he's hungry now. Intercontinental will work in Sydney or Huhin, so maybe next year after he locks in Diamond. Very cool. Well, I think, is there anything else you want to talk about? I think that we've gone through everything. We've gone through Accor Plus. We've gone through Sofitel Legend. We probably didn't talk too much about our favorite hotels, but we did talk a lot of hotels, different ones that we'd been to. And I guess we probably need to, the other thing is this a good time for everybody out there? Is like a Saturday afternoon a good time for us to jump on? That's what we also want to know. What's the best time, Saturday or Sunday? Is it maybe a weeknight? What is the best time for us to jump on and have a chat with you guys about everything Accor? And if there's anything else you want to know, then just let us know. Anything you got, mate?
No, I think I'm good. After seeing all that food, I'm hungry now, like durian. So I need to go and get some food somehow.
Yes, very easy in Bangkok.
So thanks. It was amazing chat again. And, it's always good to know what people want to know, and then we can help them, That's the whole point of this. And like we said, we're based here in Thailand. So anyone who would like to discover Thailand, we can make sure they have the best experience ever, I think.
Of course.
In terms of hotels, obviously.
In terms of hotels, and also you get the lovely thing of you can meet us as well.
Yeah.
When you're in Thailand. So come check it out, and we'll be more than happy to meet anybody that wants to come. And we'll definitely keep everyone updated. Keep an eye on my YouTube, obviously, as well as the Instagram. The Facebook. The Facebook will kind of tell you guys when the lives are coming up. We will try and do them more regularly, and we'll try and do the audio version as well, so you guys can listen to the car if you miss this as well. But of course, the best thing always is to jump on the live, because then you can ask any questions. We love the interaction. Big shout out to everybody, and thanks for interacting today. Thanks for the super chats as well. That's really cool. I've got myself a few Chocky Milks. Andre and I can just about buy a pack of chips tomorrow if we catch up.
All right, mate. We'll definitely catch up soon and figure out our next hotel
next adventure. Thanks, guys. And what we're going to leave you with now is what I'm going to leave you guys with now is the first song from my album. I play the start. And if you've got any other questions, drop them down below. I can obviously help with that. Andre's out. He is finished for the night, but we're on for 3 hours. Any other questions, you can drop them below. But otherwise, it is time to finish off the live stream. And I'm going to leave you guys with with my song, which is the first song, which is the 1 Year, One Dream, which explains essentially, it's kind of the anthem of the 1 year in Accor Hotel. So I'm going to finish with that one, guys. Also, big shout out as well. I tried to get him on the live stream today, but he is stuck in traffic. Was Mark Paragas, who is a YouTuber from the Philippines. A big shout out to him because he was able to come to the event, which was super cool to have him involved in the 365 as well. And definitely we will be doing some collabs in the future, which would be really cool. So if you guys love some travel blogging stuff, you can check out Mark's channel. I'll put it on the screen there as well. Mark Paragas Official on YouTube. You can check him out there, and he'll have a video up on my finale event as well, which I'll obviously post on my Facebook as well when it releases. So we'll have him on very soon as well. He can talk about everything in regards to travel and adventure, but he also is a platinum member. So you can see some really cool tips from him as well from the Philippines. So great to have everybody today on the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, where I'll catch you guys very, very soon. It is Reggie.
a Saigon sky, chasing stars in every swoon and stay. Reggie's rode the Accor way, woke up in a new bed every night. Diamond dreams and that upgrade life, hottest smiles and chicken wings too. A journey the world never knew. You better knew. Passport stamped with every mile, living free, living loud. Reggie style, every check in a brand new page. One man, one mission on the global stage. 365 nights, 365 nights, chasing the sun. Every hotel, another story begun. From Pullman views to sofa till grace. Be baffled, hard in every place. Diamond shining, never done. All for the love, not just the fun. This ain't just travel, it's legacy. Reggie's journey for the world to see. Filming smiles, lifting dreams, making legends with loyalty schemes. A voice for the guests, the unheard too. Changing the game with every view. Room to room, heart to heart, leaving love in every part. From lobby lounges to sunset bars, he turns hotels into rising stars. Rising stars. He's more than a guest, he's a vibe, a rebel with upgrades on the rise. Limitless living, loyalty true. Reggie's got a story for you. 365 nights, 365 nights, chasing the sun. From Kosi Chang to Hong Kong run. Every welcome, every key, built the BeBaffled legacy. For the ones who dream, who dare. Reggie proved it's all out there. Not just hotels, it's destiny. A year of nights, a lifetime free. So here's to the nights, the stars, the flight. Reggie's name shining in that diamond light. One man, 1 year, one fearless call. Be baffled forever, inspired.